What up? What up? What's going on, everybody? It's your man Lucky, and I am back with another live stream. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. I don't know if y'all familiar with this live stream, but if you are not, you must understand that from time to time, or probably every time, I have some type of technical difficulty. It is usually with my audio when I bring in guests. So we're gonna see what it look like. I got a guest right here. She goes by the name of Miss Millie. What's going on, Miss Millie? How you doing?
What's up, Mr. Lucky?
I'm hanging in there. Chat, y'all got to do me a favor. Do us a favor, okay? If you can hear us clearly, please put a one in the chat. If you can hear us clearly, put a one in the chat. And that's crazy that I'm asking y'all to do that because I don't even have anything pulled up to even know if y'all putting a one in the chat or not. Let me pull this up real quick and see what's going on. So, listen, Miss Millie, we're going to do something a little different today. You ready?
I'm ready. I stay ready.
Oh, you stay ready, huh? Yeah, I hear
Yeah.
you talking. I hear you talking. Let me see. Let me just pull this up real quick and see what's what if I can. Let me see what it sounds like. Okay, it sounds like it's doing pretty good. So I guess we're on point, right? All right. So with that being said, Miss Millie, we're gonna do something a little bit different today. I have pulled up one of my previous videos where I talk to men. And that's what my channel is all about, right? I talk to men about man stuff because that's all I've ever been. That's all I will ever be. And so I just talk to men from a man's perspective, just an older guy, just a guy with a couple of these right here, you know what I'm saying, in my beard, been through some things. And a lot of times guys look for guidance and stuff like that. And so I talk to men the way I believe men need to hear it, right? We men are different. We communicate different. I believe that we understand different, and so I just think that it's a better understanding just when men talk to men. Okay, so we're gonna get into the video. Let me see, man. I hope I got the right joint up, man. Let me see where to go. Oh, that boy, good. He good. All right, let me go ahead and get this thing started. Right now, look, Miss Millie, since we're doing it like this for the first time, at any point in time, right, I want you to critique what it is that I'm saying. So just raise your hand or something like that if you ready for me to stop the video, and then you can give your thoughts on, you know what I'm saying, whatever it
Okay.
is that I'm saying. Whether you agree, you disagree, you want to trash what I'm saying, you want to give it from your perspective, I might ask you, what does that sound like from a woman's perspective, and all of that. All right. So we just gonna let it rock
Okay.
and see what they do. All right, bet.
I can
Let's
dig.
all right, let's go. And chat, let me know if my audio is good or what we working with. All right, let's go. All right, let me see. Come on, where we at with it? Come on now. Come on. Listen to me and listen to me very, very well. You have to understand this. She does not love you. She loves how you make her feel. Listen to me. I don't care who you are. If you are not providing a woman with something, more than likely she is going to leave you. Matter of fact, I'm not even going to say more than likely. I'm going to say she is going to leave you. You have to be providing something. Now, a lot of times when we hear the word provide, we automatically kind of go to, money. As a man, you have to make all the money, and as a man, you have to pay all of the bills, and as a man, you have to this, that, and the third. That's not what providing is. Providing is, when you hear people talking about bringing something to the table, what are you bringing something to the table? Personally, I think that's a weak mindset, for a man to just be like, well, what are you bringing to the table? Um, a man should be able to provide everything that he needs for himself, you know. I get it when you ask the question, what are you bringing to the I kind of get that, but a man shouldn't be looking for a woman necessarily to be bringing anything. As a man, guys, we have to know how to. What's up?
Okay. So far as with that part of bringing to the table, I agree and I disagree. I agree
Okay.
with the fact that because women expect men to bring something to the table, when you have some women that don't offer nothing, that won't cook, won't clean, won't provide, don't want no children, don't want to wash no clothes, they don't want to do nothing. They just want you to pamper them and take care of them and cater to them. That is not a fair trade at all. So I can see why men were like, okay, well, what are you bringing to the table?
Okay.
So at the end of the day, as a woman, I work and whatever, I can bring finances to the table, but that as a man, if we're going to be staying together in a relationship, other, cohabitating, you providing the food, you providing the finances for me to be able to bring groceries to the table, put groceries on the table, because you're at work. You don't have time to go out and grocery shop. You don't have time to come home and cook a nice hot meal. So as that
Okay.
woman, it's my job to make sure that when you providing, I'm putting the food on the table for you. I'm making
Okay.
sure you have those clean clothes for you to be able to go to work. I'm making
Okay.
I'm making sure the bills, the money that you're giving to me, I'm making sure that the bills are being paid so we can have
Okay.
electricity, water, internet, cable, whatever it is, phone.
I got you. I got you. I got you. I fully understand what you're saying. So let's okay. Let me break it down like this, right? Prior to said man and you getting together, right? Who would be doing all of this for that man? Right?
Before y'all get together.
Right.
That's not my concern. That was before us.
Okay, but
My
listen.
concern is not before me. My concern is is what's going on in the present and the future.
Okay. Okay, so let me put it like this. If you meet a guy and this guy tells you that he doesn't have anywhere to live, however, if you just let him move in with you, he can help you or y'all can help each other pay the rent. He has enough to pay half, right? But he's homeless because he only has half of what the going rent is for, right? Would you be okay with that? Or would you want a man to already be able to pay his own rent and his own bills?
Am I just meeting this guy?
You just you just meeting this guy. You just
Okay, yeah,
meeting this
that's not
guy.
my concern. That's not my concern. We're just
Okay.
meeting each other.
Right.
I mean, that's just like me meeting a guy and saying, okay, well, I expect you to come over and pay half of my bills. Even though you don't know me, we
Right.
don't know if this gonna work out, but I want you to pay half of my bills for me.
Right. I got
I
you.
want to be able to move me, my things, my habits, everything into your home. Even though you don't know me, you might not like my habits, but I need to stay with you to
Hmm.
pay half of the bills. No, that doesn't work.
Okay. So I'm saying that to say, and I get it. I get what you're saying. It makes full sense, right? But how would you know that a man can provide, right? Until you've seen him in that setting where he's, you know what I'm saying? He's providing. So this is how I look at it. I'm gonna give you my take on it, right? A man, in my opinion, should already be able to do everything that he's expected to do, right? So,
Mm-hmm.
as far as what a woman is bringing to the table, that man should not necessarily need to depend on anything, in my opinion, from that woman because he should already be able to do it without that woman. You know what I'm saying? Now you have a lot of guys who just bounce from women to women, right? As soon as he out of this relationship, he already got this relationship lined up, and then as soon as this one ain't going right, he already lining up the next one, and then he bounced to that one from that one, right? But that's, in my opinion, that just shows signs of a man who can't make it on his own. He's always just bouncing from relationship to relationship, as they call him, hobo. You ever heard of that before? Like the hobo sexual? Like that's a thing. I didn't, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? where men,
Oh man.
yes, where men they're just getting into relationships and they're bouncing around from woman to woman because they just need somewhere to live. You know what I'm saying? It's like they
Mhm.
can't live, you know what I'm saying, on their own, you know? So I get it, right? I get the question about, hey,
That
what
sounds
is
like a mommy issue.
you think so? Sometimes it could really just be a financial issue. Sometimes it could just be, look, I don't make enough where, you know what I'm saying? You got guys that for whatever reason have money coming out their check. You know what I'm saying? They may have children or they may have something. And from my understanding, just the way the laws are set up, it's like, yo, it is what it is. You're going to pay this much and you're going to have to figure the rest out. You know what I mean? And so you have a
Yeah,
lot of
I
guys that
get
are
that
just,
part.
yeah, so you have a lot of guys that are just in situations. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't know. That's just how I see it. You know what I mean? I think a dude, you know what I'm saying? Other than something like a woman saying, I could take a load off. Like I can whatever you need done, I can be there to do it. Because that man should pretty much already be doing everything that you know what I'm saying? He needs to do. You know what I'm saying? It would be nice if you cooked and did all of these things. However, I can already do that. So you would essentially be taking a load off of me.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Okay. All right,
A
cool.
woman's job is to make the man's life easier so he
Okay.
can be able to provide. And when he come home, it's supposed to be a safe space for him. He already dealing
Okay.
with the stress of the world,
Mm,
stress of the job, stress of other people. So when he come home, this is supposed to be his safe space, his peace of mind. So
okay.
all he should have to do is come in the house, take a shower or a bath, whichever one he prefers.
Mm,
Her having his meal ready,
mm,
some give
mm,
him a massage every now and then, especially if you ain't working. It cater
okay.
to him.
Okay.
Show him you appreciate them because men might not say it a lot, but they like to be catered to. They like to be shown that they're appreciated, that
Okay.
all their work that they're providing and all the efforts that they're doing to make sure they're providing for you to make sure you're happy. They want to feel the same. So I
That's
can
that
dig it.
that's a great conversation. I hear a lot of men saying that they don't they don't feel
Feel
appreciated and things
appreciated
like that. So yeah, that's crazy. That's what's up.
because
All right.
women have this mindset that this is what a man's supposed to do. Men
Mm,
ain't supposed to have feelings, but that's not true. They human too.
right. Right.
So of course they're gonna have feelings. They just withhold theirs because the way society looks at it, as if a man ain't supposed to cry, a man ain't not supposed to have no type of mental
Mm,
issues.
mm,
A man is supposed to be a man at all times. He's supposed to stand firm and keep his head up and just do and work themselves to death. And that's not true. That's not true.
All right, I got you. All right, we're gonna get back into this. Man. Let me see, man. Let me see if I got this right. Come on, come on.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Provide whatever it is that we need for ourselves by ourselves. When you start getting into, like what are you bringing to the table, that would put yourself in a position where it's almost like you're dependent upon whatever it is that she brings to the table because you can't provide it for yourself. Now, when it comes to men and women, there's only one thing that a woman can quote unquote bring to the table that a man can't provide for himself. But when I speak on that, women, they get all, that's messed up. Women are only good for one thing. I didn't say they're only good for one thing, but that's the only thing that a woman can, quote unquote, bring to the table. Uh oh. Uh
I
oh. You guess.
agree. I
You,
agree because y'all can go and get everything else y'all selves. If you know how to wash your own clothes, you can do that. And it'll be a little more stressful for you
hmm
because you
hmm
got to incorporate that into your schedule of being busy. I mean, but at the end of the day, y'all ain't got that black hole. Y'all ain't got that black hole.
Right, right. I think
So,
it's true. Like at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. Like that's you know what I'm saying, and that's why you have a lot of men who are that self sufficient to where it's like, yo, you can come or go. Like, you know what I'm saying. If you have a man who is disciplined to where I don't need that, you know what I mean. You know, maybe once
mhm,
every whatever because I stay so busy. You know what I'm saying? Some guys get up in the morning, they grind, they hustle from sun up to sundown, get home, go to sleep, get back up in the morning, go to the gym, work, grind it out. You know what I'm saying? And so that's not really a big thing for them. Like, not saying that they can't get it, not saying that they don't have access to it, but it's like, listen, I grind. You understand what I'm
that's
saying?
not
And
what's on their
so
mind.
right, you know what I'm saying? For the guys that is on their mind like that, they typically may not really grind too
Thirsty.
much because they're, you know what I'm saying, busy, focused on other things. But yeah, sometimes women,
Mhm.
women feel some type of way that, you know what I'm saying, a man who can get out and get it is like, yo, listen, that's actually the only thing that, not saying that's all you good for, but that,
I mean, to be
you know,
honest with you, to be fair to them, because at the end of the day, they do everything themselves. So for
yeah,
them, that's all you're good for
mm,
because they don't need nothing else from you.
right, right, okay,
So
okay,
it's saying without saying it.
okay.
They're like, I don't need you for anything, but I
Mm.
want that.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'm with you on that. I'm with you. Let's go. Let me see what else I was talking about. That a man just, you know what I'm saying, doesn't can't provide for himself. Okay, but listen, guys, listen. As a man, you have to be able to provide everything it is that you need. Never need anything from a woman. Once you need something from a woman, you become dependent upon a woman. And a lot of you guys, slowly over time, do not realize it. But when you get in a relationship, you slowly become dependent upon that woman, especially if she is a good woman. All right, so I want to know your thoughts on that, right? Do you notice, have you ever experienced this? When you get with a guy, he's one way, right? And then slowly over time, he kind of is not the way that he was before. Hold on, you muted.
Okay,
There you
can
go.
you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
Okay. So what, he became your man child? That's what that is? Because that's what that's called. A man child.
I don't.
I
So
mean, I look at it like this. It all depends on the woman, the type of woman. If she's a nurturer, it doesn't bother her
okay,
because she gonna want her man to be comfortable, happy, as long as he continues to be doing the same things he was doing from the beginning, being consistent. It doesn't bother her for him to lean on her for those those things that he done got used to. However, if it's
I'm listening.
however, if she's not really into him like that no more, it'll become a problem. It'll aggravate her. Everything he say or do, she gonna complain about it. If he asks her to do something that she used to do, she gonna get mad about it. She ain't gonna want to do it. No, like like, damn, why you can't do it yourself? Like, I'm doing something, I'm busy. You're like, well, damn, any other when I used to ask, she used to do it. Like, what the heck?
S-
What the
s-
happened?
so is it so let me ask you this. What is it? Oh,
If he's
what
not being consistent like he used to.
he's not being consistent like he used to.
Hmm.
So consistency would look like if you work 8 hours a day, he got to continue to work 8 hours a day, right? If
No, no consistency of how he treats her. Like sometimes, like when you first start off, you what they call the honeymoon phase.
I got you.
And if you in this honeymoon phase for years, then all of a sudden you kind of like deviate from it. You stop doing it's the little stuff that women look at.
I
The
got you.
little stuff.
I got you. I got you. I
Like
got you.
the way you brush their hair in the morning, brush their hair out their face, or the way you kiss them. You go from a deep passionate to one of them grandma kiss, and you like, hold up, what was that? So it's the little stuff.
I got you. I got you. All right, hold on. Let me see now. I'm about to mess something up, but let me see. I got Mr. Nobody is in the building. He is backstage. Let me see if I can fit. Yeah, yeah. I'm telling y'all, everything is about to go down because hold on, nah. I'm gonna work it out. I'm gonna work it
Oh
out.
look, see
Let me
you
see.
put
Let
them
me
on
see.
their name.
What up, Mr. Nobody? Can you see us and you can hear us?
Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's up,
You can
Mister
hear me?
Nobody?
Hey, yo, listen,
Hey,
y'all.
what's up, Millie?
I gotta get a shout out. I got to shout out to myself. I got to shout out to myself, man, because I'm figuring it out, man. I'm figuring it out. Mr. Nobody, what's popping, man? What's going
Damn,
on?
bro, nothing, man. It's this damn rain, bro. What's going on?
It's raining.
It's
Won't stop
raining.
raining. It's not
Oh,
raining down
okay.
there?
Oh, ain't raining over here.
No, it's been raining all day up here.
Oh, okay. Nah, nah, that's good
Yeah.
over here. All right, so we just jumping in, man. Got Miss Millie doing a reaction to a video that I did. I don't know how she's feeling about it so far. So far, it seems is good, but I'm gonna let it play out, and we're gonna see what it's looking like. All right, let's go. Listen, a woman that loves you, cares about you, admires you, is influenced by you, she is going to want to do things for you. Women are
Mm.
naturally nurturers. And so we get comfortable and complacent with her nurturing nature. We start to slowly become lazy because she's doing the little everyday things that she wants to do to show us how she appreciates us. And that's a good thing. But we can't get comfortable with that. You understand? You can't get comfortable with that. As a man, you always have to be able to provide her something. So, what are you providing that woman? She doesn't love you just because you're you. You All right, Miss Millie, I want to touch on that right there.
I agree with you.
You agree with me on that? Okay.
I
All
agree
right.
with you.
Do women love men for who they are, or do women love men for how that man makes her feel?
I'm
So,
gonna say it's a 50-50 thing, and it depends on the woman. What is her true intentions? Like, some women they go after a guy because he drive a fancy car, so they think he got money.
okay.
So now they're in love with what they see.
Okay, so
They
so
hadn't
it's not
even got to know who they really are, and then once they get to know them, it's damn near too late because they done got married, had children, and now they like, damn, I wish I would have left you back then, back then. But
okay.
you married them for the wrong reasons in the first place, or you with them for the wrong reason in the first place.
Okay.
Some then you got some women that actually rather get to know who you are
Mhm.
so they can love you as a person. Because like I said in before, people have their own definition when it comes to love. Me
Okay.
personally, if I say I love a person, that's because I love them as a whole. I love their flaws, their imperfections. I love from the top of their head to the bottom of their feet. I love them. Everything about them sexy. If they fart in they sleep, it's sexy to me. If they snore, it's sexy to me.
God
I
damn.
sleep better,
Okay.
because I love them. A lot of women say, "Oh, I love them, but oh my god." I can't stand the way he snore. He just gets I just gets on my nerves. Or I can't stand the way he eats. I can't stand the way he chews.
Okay.
That means
So
you love certain things about him. You like him, you infatuated by him, or you love how he makes you feel or the things that he does for you. You don't love him as a whole.
okay,
And that's just my opinion.
I got you. Of course, we know how you do, Miss Millie. We know how you do, and that's just me. I got you.
Now I want to throw that out there for Mr. Nobody.
You throwing out that to me. I don't believe none of that shit you said.
so
But you
so
ain't gotta throw it out to me.
so listen, Miss Millie, are you saying to me, right? Because I just find it hard to believe that a woman would be with a guy who doesn't make her, who she's not getting something out of the interaction, like something.
I mean, everybody's getting something, whether it's companionship or
Okay,
finances. Everybody's getting something. Everybody
okay,
wants something. I'm not saying she don't want anything, but she don't want any material thing. She wants his love, his attention, his affection.
but that would be him making
She wants
her.
that, she wants, him to be able to provide as a man, as a husband, not just in the bedroom or finances.
Okay, I got you, but that would still be in a way she feels some type of way, right? If he's even if he's just a funny guy, he's just a funny guy. She goes to work. Let's just say he's not working. He's down and out right now.
Mm-hmm.
He's not working. She doesn't have a problem with it, right? She's one of the type of women
Mm-hmm.
that's, look, you down right now. I got you. I'm gonna hold you down. She's going to work.
Yeah.
She's covering the bills. She comes home. He makes her feel good, even if it's just laughing, joking. He's a comedian. He's funny, whatever it is, right? So that would be
Mm-hmm.
her getting something out of the deal, right? What
Yeah.
would happen if he's no longer funny? So, mind you, he's not providing. He's not the thing that she was looking for, which was his comedic attitude. He's no longer that guy no more. He's
Once again, that's for the wrong reason. It's good to have a man that can make you laugh, but that shouldn't be the only reason why you're with him. Hell, a comedian can make you laugh. You gonna go be with him too? I mean,
so you mean so let me be
it's good that, I
clear.
mean,
Go ahead, I'm
it's
listening.
like it's like if you're gonna be with a person just because they make you laugh, like, do you know how many other people that can make you laugh? You're gonna just be with them too because they made you laugh?
Okay,
So you fell in love with the fact that he made you laugh. So
yeah,
you
you
didn't
don't think
love him.
okay, but there's okay. A man, and I don't want to use the word corpse, right? But what is there for you to love, right? If I'm not providing anything, I don't make you laugh. I don't. Prov-
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it was never love in there. You liked
but
the
what
fact that he
was
made you laugh. And
okay?
you
So
mistaken that for love.
what
Man, let me
is there? If he can't do anything, he can't make you laugh. He can't pay a bill. He can't
Well, you
cut
got
the
to ask them.
grass. He can't do anything. Right there, doesn't there have to be something,
Oh yeah, it's
something
something
that
that's keeping them there.
right? So
man.
It's
is
more of a
it
physical.
but is it him or is it the something? Because
It's the
there has to
something.
it's the something. Okay.
Because once that something stops or once that something slows up,
There's
Check it out.
nothing.
that's when some problems gonna emerge.
Look, look, look. Check
What
this out.
up, man? Let me see.
This the thing.
Hold
Where'd
on,
she
go
go?
ahead. No, no, no. Go ahead, go ahead. Y'all good.
She's
That
still in
was
there.
on
Oh,
me.
this
Yeah,
the
yeah,
thing.
she
Oh,
good. Hold on.
Children and dogs are loved unconditional.
mm,
Men are loved based on the conditions that they provide. Point blank. That's
Well,
what y'all love. Y'all
I'm
love
gonna have
whatever
to
he
agree
can
to
do for you.
disagree with that as well.
Y'all love what he can do for you.
Oh, that's a lie.
That's
I
it.
don't. I don't use that word love lucid at all.
I say
If
y'all
I
love
like
what
you,
he
I
can do
like
for
you.
you,
I'm gonna
or you
tell you
can
what I
like what
like
he do
about
for
you.
you.
I'm gonna tell
Yeah,
you what I
what
like
he can do
about
for
you.
you. I mean, y'all talk about it all the time. Y'all want him to do
Nine
this.
out
Y'all
of
want him to do
ten,
that. Y'all
if a
want him to be
person
this and do that.
hollering, I mean, you talking about what he do for you? It depends. Like I said, it depends on the woman, on the type of
Well, why
woman.
I wouldn't want no woman if she can't do nothing for me. Why would I want somebody that can't do anything
What
for
is
me?
it that you? What is it that you looking for a woman to do for you?
It don't matter.
That's the
If
thing.
she can't
Just
do
like
any, if
when it
she
comes to a
can't,
woman, what is it that she's looking for a man to do
I
for
might
her?
just need a helpmate. I might just need a helpmate. I got everything else under control. That's
And
what
Mm,
I'm
that
saying.
goes back to what I'm saying, what I said earlier. Oh, you missed that. Okay, that goes back to what I said earlier. A woman or a man that has everything that he knows how to take care of himself, or that woman comes in, it's her job to lighten the load for him, to make
Okay.
sure his day
Yeah.
is not as stressful. The things that he needs to do, whatever she can do, she go ahead and take that off his list.
If she can.
So her job is to lighten that load for you.
Okay, but that's what that goes back to what I said. I'm just basically saying that I wouldn't want a woman if she can't do anything for me. That's what I'm
Oh yeah, of
saying.
course. I mean, like I said,
And
I
you
can
shouldn't want a
only
man if
speak
he
for
can't do anything
my
for you.
opinion of it. I wouldn't want a
You know.
man who can't provide nothing for me. I mean, other than a little bit of weenie every now and then.
I mean,
God
shit, you can
damn.
get wingy.
Like, because nowadays you can go to
Yeah.
CVS and buy those.
Oh man.
So yeah,
All right.
I want a partner, somebody 50-50. That's what we do, 50-50.
Hold on a minute, man. Let me
50-50.
fix my
I'm
camera,
gonna make
man.
your job a lot. I'm gonna make your job a lot stressful. Whatever you got going on in your life, I'm gonna try to make that a lot stressful for you. I'm gonna have your back, and I
Okay.
expect the same in return. I'm not gonna add to your stress. I'm gonna take away from it. I'm gonna
Okay.
keep you as peaceful as possible.
Okay. I got
Because
you.
as long as you're happy and peaceful, I'm gonna be happy and peaceful. That means less drama in our household, less drama between us.
Okay. I got you.
What was
I
the
got
original
you.
question, man?
Now we
We
just kicking.
talking
We
about
just
the
go ahead, Miss Millie.
talking
Oh,
about the video.
right.
Yeah, yeah. It was just basically like, you know what I'm saying? Do women love the actual man, or does, you know what I'm saying, she like what or how he makes her feel?
Need some
You,
women on here for that one.
man, we got Miss Millie right
More
there.
than
That's
one,
all we
but I'm
need.
saying more
I
than
guess
one.
We
I
got
guess I one of the news.
I said women. That's in plural. Plural. More women.
Nah,
More women.
I'm
Well,
just
you know,
messing
say
with you,
if you got
Mr.
a,
Nobody.
if you got a dingaling hanging to the floor, you good to go. So we ain't
oh
worried
my
about that.
goodness. Oh
Yeah,
man.
that's all she worried about.
But yeah,
Is
because you know, Miss Millie,
Oh
I
no,
can't
I don't worry about that.
look, Miss Millie, I can't really see, you know what I'm saying, a man not providing something. And again, when I say provide, it's not necessarily about money, right? Because
And that's what
right.
I'm
I
saying.
mean,
Like
yeah, but if he
providing
if
can be anything. Like I said before, it depends on that woman and what she wants in a man or what she's looking for in a man.
okay. So so are you saying that a man can provide absolutely nothing?
It depends
And
on that woman. You got these sugar mamas. I didn't know we had sugar mamas, but we got sugar mamas. All they want is that man to
but
provide.
he
That
see
He's
but
providing,
he's providing
but he's
something.
providing.
He's still
Yeah.
providing
Yeah, that's what I'm
something.
saying. So it all depends on that woman, whether it's finances.
But there's always gonna be some
You
it's
know, and
always
Yeah,
gonna
it's
be
always
something.
it's gonna
and
always be
sometimes
something.
it's
Okay.
just being there with them. They
Yeah,
don't want to be alone.
companionship.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
just
Right.
providing that for them.
Right,
So
right.
no matter what type of relationship it can even be a friendship.
Hmm.
You're still
Yeah.
providing something.
Right, right. Okay. Okay. So is it the man or is it what the man is providing? Because I mean, at the end of the
It,
day,
the,
right? If the man ain't providing anything,
oh,
then
he providing
Y'all don't want
something.
him.
right,
Right.
right, he
Y'all
has
don't
to be
want him if he
providing
ain't
something.
providing.
Yeah, he has to be providing something. It got to be
Okay.
a little, if he ain't working, he ain't doing nothing, he got at least clean up, provide a little something, something when I
Okay, I
want it,
got you. Okay,
you
I
know.
got you. I absolutely have you, right? So
But
when I made that
my
video,
man got
right?
to be working. Ain't about they slaving all day.
Most of them do. I ain't seen
I'm
nobody.
working, you
All that
gonna
other stuff
work.
you
We gonna
said.
work together.
If he ain't
We
bringing
gonna
no
work
finances,
together.
his time is limited. I can tell you that now. If he ain't bringing no finances, that time is limited.
Who talking about
If he
that?
ain't bring, if the man
If
is
Talking about
that
not
when it
bringing
man
comes
ain't
to
in,
bringing,
me?
no, I say if that man is not bringing in any money into that household, his time is limited. She'll be cool with it at first. A couple months go by, and another month go by. By that third, fourth month, oh, she tired of that.
It all
you
depends.
think
Now, if
so?
he started off like like
You think
that,
It
so?
don't
yeah,
matter.
you
It don't
right.
matter.
You
It don't
right.
matter when
But
it
if they
happens.
done
If
been
he ain't
together
bringing no
and he
money
done
in,
already
because
provided, he been providing for a while, and then he lost his job, she gonna have his back for a little while. But you right. Eventually, she gonna get tired and like, hey,
that's what I'm
look,
saying.
like, what you
You,
gonna
I
do?
mean, I don't even know
What we
why you
gonna do with this?
reiterating what I'm saying.
No, what I'm saying is, it's not just about that. It didn't
Shit.
happen in a couple of months. You can't look
I
at
said a
a
couple.
relationship that just started and with a relationship that done started already. Those are two different types of relationships.
I didn't say what point
That
of the relationship. I'm just saying
no, you said
if he had
you said in a couple of months.
no, I said if he ain't brought in money in a couple of months, I don't care if it's
Okay, I
beginning, the
misheard you
middle,
then.
or
Okay, I
anything else.
misheard you.
I said if he ain't bringing no money, they don't win a few like 4 or 5 months. It's gonna be a problem.
Okay, so let me ask you
She
this.
gonna
Let me
make
ask.
it. She gonna bring it up.
Okay,
Oh,
I misheard you. You're correct.
Mm.
okay. Let me ask you this, Mister Nobody. Let's just say they've been in a relationship, like a solid relationship, for 5 years, and he gets laid off. He loses his job. Right? She makes good money. She's able to hold it down herself. You believe that after, I don't know, let's just say 6 months, and he's not bringing in anything, and she's holding everything down, that that's going to be a problem. I
Yeah,
mean, let's and of
especially
course, man, I know it's
let me
that
finish with especially if he was the one that was holding things down before it all went before it happened, and now she got has to do it. I don't even think it'll make it 6 months before she say something.
really.
Because now she coming out because she coming out more than what she ever come out since they've been together. So she'll be pushing him. You need to go get a job. You need to get a job. You need to do something. You need to find something. That will start because she ain't used to spending all her money. You see what I'm saying? So it'll be a
Mm,
problem. It'll be a problem. 6 months. Yeah.
what?
She
I
ain't
don't
gonna
know.
I
I
tell
don't
still
think I
nobody,
agree to
but
agree.
disagree.
I don't agree with
I
that,
agree to
man.
disagree.
I don't.
Yeah,
I
once
I do
again,
not
that
agree
goes
with
back
that,
to
man.
what type of, if that's what that
It
woman was in love with. But if
I,
she loved that man, she's gonna
shoot.
what
Yeah,
she's
well,
yeah,
gonna
yeah,
work
yeah.
with him. She's
yeah.
I
And
gonna
how many
help
out here
him.
actually love their man? I mean, come on, how many out here actually
Who?
love their man like that? Y'all hear it all the time
I
on
don't
the
have a
line. Y'all hear
man,
these
so
women.
I can't say nothing. I don't know.
Well,
I
then
don't
you
have a
can't say
man.
nothing. Yeah, be
uh
quiet then. Be quiet. Me and Lucky talking.
I don't have a man. But
Yeah,
I
see,
was in
they
that situation before, and I stuck with him for four
and where you at?
years. But
And where you at?
hell, after 4 years, and you decide you content the way you
Where you
at,
at?
I'm not content
Where you at?
with his
Gone.
girlfriend.
Gone. Exactly. He's
but
gone.
listen to what. But listen to what she said, Mister Nobody. She said you said what you said, Miss Millie. 4 years.
4 years
4 years,
Yeah.
man.
And
after
how
he
long
lost his after the
yeah, and
job,
I bet you, be honest,
and I
you wish you'd have
worked.
got rid of his ass sooner. I
Nope,
guarantee.
I did not. I did
No,
not. I was in love
listen,
with him,
Mister Nobody. Listen,
Well,
I
love
I
don't
get
go
what you're
that far.
saying. I get what you're saying,
but
Mister Nobody. But
I get what
I'm
you're
telling you,
saying.
man. I know it. I see it, man. Regardless of what, a lot of times women. But I mean, because listen, man. women want it to be like, yo, my dude is that dude. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, man,
Mm-hmm.
a woman who really is into a dude, she is a fool. She back, yo, man, and that's what I tell
Well,
guys
I
all the
mean,
Tina
time.
said it
I
better.
get you.
A fool in
I
love.
get you
A
100%.
fool, man. I'm telling you,
But it runs out. But it runs out, Lucky.
But it
man.
I
takes,
ain't
Listen,
but
seen
see,
one
it's
yet.
the
I
difference
mean,
between a
I seen
man
a
and a
bum
woman.
dude. Now
If a
I seen a
woman is
bum
in
dude
love
lay
with
up
a
under a
man,
girl for
it
years
takes
and don't work.
time for her to actually
But
see the
what I'm
the
saying is
process.
it
Okay,
never
well, this
lasts.
is what's
It
going
never
on,
lasts.
and
If
then
she's the
or either she
primary
got people
person,
in her ear. People in her ear telling her, girl, you need to be doing this, he need to be doing that, he ain't no
well,
good. And now she looking like, well, my friend saying this and her man doing this for her, and my man ain't doing this. And so now she comparing men. She
yeah,
mm,
she getting
comparing
rid of
her
them.
man that she was content with at one time. She comparing him to the
Hmm.
other man who doing a whole lot more either for her friend or her.
mm, mm,
So now she like, oh well, I like this. I like to do stuff like this. I want to do stuff like this. So now she gonna deviate, and
mm.
whatever he got going on, it's not gonna matter to her no more. Now
So you
she
saying
gonna
she
really
gonna
want him.
cheat?
She want him out. So every
You
time
saying
he
she gonna
do
cheat?
something, she gonna get mad about it. He say something, she gonna want to argue about it. He asks her a question, it's like he offending her because he asked her a question.
But Miss Millie, that's exactly what I'm saying. She gonna get tired of it. I mean, I don't know about the outside stuff and all that, but eventually she gonna get tired of it being the breadwinner, that kind of breadwinner, not just because he ain't bringing nothing in. So eventually she gonna get tired of him and put that pressure back on him, like you need to do something. Then the problem's gonna start because she ain't feeling happy in the household no more.
Okay, so
Now
you
it's
know
up to
what?
him,
There you go. Hold on, Mr. Nobody. You hit the nail on the head, right? She's not feeling happy in the household anymore.
right?
Now,
Because you know who
if
happy has to be happy, right? You know who has to be happy.
nah, I don't
She
know.
has to be happy.
I
She
don't know
has to
nothing
be
about that.
no,
I
that's what I'm
know
saying.
I
That's the
got to be
mindset.
happy.
No, her mindset, she has to be happy. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
Mm-hmm.
I get you, but
yeah,
so okay, so but check this out, right? One of the key things that you said is once she's no longer happy, right? So there has to be
right.
things in the relationship that declines over time. Now, I'm just saying,
Exactly.
I don't think that just the fact that he's not working is enough to be the decline because he
Mm-hmm.
can still if he's that dude, right? There are I know this for I know this. You know what I'm saying? If
But
he's
you're
that
saying
dude and
if he's that dude though.
right, if he's that dude,
Right. Yeah.
right, that's what I'm
But see,
saying. If he's that
look
dude,
how many ain't that dude out here though.
I get that, right? I get that, but I
And that's
believe
when she realized it.
I truly this is what I believe, right? I believe that there are more situations than we know where you know what I'm saying. A woman is holding everything. I mean, because this has been. If go back in time, Miss Millie, what's that song that we joke about? Barbara,
So I'm
and
talking about
hey,
Barbara and
this is
Shirley.
Shirley. You know, with that car he drive, I want you to know I paid a note on that thing. This has been, you know what
She
I'm
said,
saying,
I
like
own him
for the.
from the top of his head to the bottom of his feet.
Listen, man, I'm telling you, this has been a thing for a long time, but I just don't think that a lot of guys really understand that. First of all, I think that many men
I mean,
have never really been
there are
in a
kept men.
relationship with
Yeah.
a woman who
Mm,
really is into that man. She's really just she's just really there for what it is that man could provide. Because you hear guys all the time, man, I
exactly.
lost my job and in 6 months I was gone. Yo, yeah, she was there because of whatever it is that he was
Right.
providing. But there are plenty of men who throughout the entire relationship, he made nowhere near what she made. Throughout the entire relationship and everything, for the most part, she had the most money. She spent the most money. You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
know some people
That
like that.
yeah, I mean, so you know what I'm saying? I don't
But they're
if
not, but I'm saying, but they're not unemployed. The man is not unemployed.
right, but I'm saying
Yeah.
man, listen, I know plenty. I mean, they talk about it all the time, the Pookies and the Ray Rays. You know what I'm saying? There are
Hmm.
women out there who have the you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Dudes
I'm
who
saying there's a lot of, yeah, it's a lot of pookies,
it's a lot.
but they're not that dude. But if you said they that dude, but they're not. But
Yeah.
So you
like I
don't
said,
think
the dudes that don't work, but I mean, come on, if they basically live off women, all right, we know guys that do it all the time. We know this. They live off women. They don't bring nothing in there, and the women hold him down for years. But eventually, he goes to somebody else because she got tired of it, and he need to move on, kick him out. So he's
oh,
over at another woman's house doing the same thing,
okay, and
and
that's
then
what
he's
we
at
talk
another
about.
woman's house.
See,
Yeah,
me and Miss Millie talked a little bit about that when we would talk about hobosexuals. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much
that's
that
what they
man
are.
that
Yeah,
bounce around, you know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying,
yeah.
from this, that,
Once
and the
she put him
third or
out, there's
whatever.
another woman waiting for him
Yeah,
for
Mm-hmm.
and that's
some
what I'm
reason.
saying. There are women
Yeah.
for some reason. Oh, you know what I'm saying? They you
I
know
mean, but
the
yeah, but she done
reason.
told him about old dude that was saying. See, y'all be
But they still gonna
telling
take them.
your girlfriends about old boy, and then when y'all let him go, she bring him in the back door, and that's it. He got a new home, getting some Fruit
That's what
Loops and
happens.
getting a
So
fresh
I
that
mean,
box of
it's
Fruit Loops.
true.
Yeah,
yeah, so that dude
yeah.
is
Yeah.
he
I know dudes do that. I mean, that since I was a kid, I know dudes been doing that stuff.
yeah.
Yeah. I done seen it happen. I done seen them creeping through the back doors.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
like somebody
wild.
put him out. Hey, he gonna be in another house before the day is out with his trash bag full of clothes,
Yep.
and pick them up around the corner.
Or a grocery bag.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what I'm saying.
man.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
she already
yeah,
got him a drawer waiting with some brand new undies and socks and stuff and it been waiting on
yeah.
him.
She'll take him. She'll take him on. She'll take him.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, man, I just think that at the point to where I think a dude can be unemployed for what I'm saying a long time, as long as at the end of the day
Oh yeah.
he's still that dude and she's just back crazy about him. Now, once he starts, the decline will come when you know what I'm saying? He's not there when she gets home from work. The house is a mess. He on the game. He this and that. Then
Yep.
after a while, it'll be like, wait, hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm holding it down, and then she eventually no longer has that feeling for him anymore. But as long
Exactly.
as she
Hmm.
got those feelings, so again, that goes back to the original question that I asked: does she love the man, or does she love how he makes her feel? You know what I'm saying? I just think it's all about that feeling. You know what I'm
That's how it's
saying?
gonna make her feel.
Yeah, I think it's all about
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
feeling. I don't think it's
Yeah.
necessarily that dude because now when there's another dude who now makes her feel the way
Right.
he
She wanna
used to make
feel.
her
Yeah.
feel, it's like, oh, like that. I want to
Yeah.
be, you know what I'm saying?
Like
Simply
Remember
I
what we
want
because,
that
always
feeling.
say.
That's the feeling I
But that
want.
what we
yeah,
always say. You need to stay in your stuff. You need to be that guy. Stay in your stuff. Cause when you drop, somebody else is there.
right,
You
right,
know.
yeah,
You got to stay on your game. You got to stay on your game. You got to get
yeah.
your ass out and do what you got to
As
do.
look, you got to stay on your game as
Now,
You
cause
ain't
best you
working.
can.
some men, I mean, some men, just like with women, some men take a woman for granted, just like some women will take a man for granted.
What's
Like we
break
was
that
talking
down?
earlier,
Break that down. Break that
like
down to me. What does it look like
Is he
if
like
really
I'm
taking her
taking
for granted,
when they
or is she
used
allowing him
to,
to take her for granted? Is he really taking her for granted, or is she allowing him to take her
I
for
mean,
granted?
it could be either one. I mean, it depends on how
She
you look
allowing
at
it.
it.
It's only if you allow it.
I mean, once again, if you in love, love is blind.
love
So
will make
you
you
As long
are,
as
it
you
love will
you
is.
make you
still allow
stupid.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
love
for a
is
minute.
blind. So
Yeah, for a minute.
you
You ain't
like
gonna be
in
blinded
her head,
for
it could
bad
be
behavior
like, okay,
forever.
well maybe he'll change, or maybe he going through something right now. You know, maybe it's something that I need to change. So that's when her insecurity starts because he done start declining and he done got used to what she used to do. So now he like, this is what you supposed to do. So
Let
he
me
thinking this is what you supposed to do, just like with a woman. When a woman get used to a man doing something, she feels that's what he's supposed to do. That is not what he's supposed to do. Because at the end of the day, I mean, let's just be honest. We talking about this day and age. Not back then. We talking about this day and age. Everybody want equal rights. Women want to be treated
We
like the
get equal
men.
rights on.
I
Men
don't
want to
We
want.
be
get
treated
equal
like the
rights on.
women.
Hold on. I don't want equal rights.
I said they can get it. Yeah,
Listen, I
they
don't
can
want
get
No,
it.
equal.
no,
They,
I'm just
I
hey,
don't
saying.
want
once
I'm
equal
they,
just
rights.
saying.
hey,
I'm just
once they
saying
see
they
on our
want their
side, they
equal
ain't gonna want
rights
that shit no
until
more.
they get it. I don't believe at
Yeah,
the end of the day when it comes to equal rights, I believe so far as like if we're gonna do finances 50-50, we can do 50-50. However, I still believe a man has his place. A man is supposed to be the king of the house and a woman is the queen of the house.
Oh, watch out,
looking
duck,
for the popo.
duck, duck, Miss Millie,
Oh,
duck.
hey, Lucky, there you
She
go.
said-
She trying to see what apartment you about to
yeah,
roll
she.
up in. I got to
I heard
go. I
somebody
got to
fall down the
go.
stairs.
I'm
I
like,
got
yo,
to
hold up.
go.
I said, this ain't going down on this live stream. It's not about to get
Nah,
ugly on this
she's
stream.
saying old
No,
boy
I
car
heard
just
somebody
ride by.
fall down the stairs. So I'm like, what's going on? My bad.
She said old boy car ride by. Like that mother.
All right,
My
so look,
bad, my
Miss,
bad.
What boy?
hold on, Miss Millie. So look, Miss Millie, I have a question, right? What does that look like? Somebody taking somebody for granted. What does that look like?
Like not
That's what I want to know.
appreciating the things that they do, feeling like they have to do it just because of who they are.
Okay. What if somebody never asked the person to do it, right? They're just doing it on their own. I didn't ask
They
you to do
doing it
this.
out of love. They doing it because they love you.
Still didn't ask you to do it.
Still didn't ask you to do it. So if I didn't ask you to do it, do I have to
Okay, then
am
that's
I
when they have the right to stop.
absolutely, absolutely. But again,
Yeah.
I just want to know what it looks like, taking somebody for granted if somebody is being proactive in doing certain things. Are they doing those things because in some way, shape, or form they're looking for validation? Are they doing those things because in some way, shape, or form they're looking for somebody to say I appreciate you? Or like you said, they're genuinely doing it out of love, but because the person doesn't say thank you or I appreciate it or blah blah blah,
It's really
then
not
they're
even the
taking them
fact
for
of them
granted.
saying thank you. It's the fact their actions towards them.
Okay.
Like, the way they talk to them, or basically, oh, you need to get over here and do this, or you need to get over, basically start throwing demands for things that they used to do and they stopped
And
doing
then they stop
because
doing
they
them.
didn't feel like they appreciated it because the way they was talked to or
So
the
then
way they
if
was treated.
okay.
It's kind of assuming.
Or
What if
because they have
you
oh, I didn't
assuming
ask
he
you to do
likes what
that.
you're doing?
So now they like, okay,
That's
well
like,
then I don't have to, I'm not gonna do it then.
I
So
mean,
then
So
just like
then
let's say you saying they doing stuff out of love and all this.
mhm.
What if you're doing it and I didn't ask you to do it and I don't really care for it? But then when I do say something to you about it, you get upset about all the stuff you've been doing. But at the same time, it's like, well, you doing this because you wanted to do it. I never asked you to do it. Matter of fact, I asked you to stop doing it several times.
But then
So
that's
how do
on
you?
them.
But that's what I
oh,
said the whole time.
okay, so
It's
Yeah, if you
on
yeah,
them.
if you
Yeah.
asking them to, you don't have to. You
But I'm
telling
just
them,
saying, oh,
hey,
let's
look,
say,
you
let's
ain't
take it
got to
back.
do
Let's take it
that.
back. Let's say if I didn't say that. Let's say if I didn't say
right,
that.
okay, that's what I
And
was gonna
just say
say.
I never said anything and she just doing things. Because a lady brought this up one time about sometimes women do too much without them asking about it. And some of
Yep.
the things you doing can be annoying the crap out of me. But I'm trying to be cool and I ain't saying nothing. But at the same time, I don't care for it because it's not my thing. That's her thing. So
Yeah,
now
but seeing
she's mad and like you taking me for granted. Now I ain't taking you for granted. You took yourself for granted because I never asked you to do it.
okay,
You see what I'm saying?
so far as with like,
You should have asked me, did I like this? Did I want this? Before you jump up and start doing, just like active services. You
see,
need
that's
to ask
different
somebody.
though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But it's just you doing for them. It's acts of service. You doing for this person because you thinking in your heart this feels good for you to do this for him. But at the same time, I don't care for you doing it. Matter of fact, I ain't even thinking about it. You want to clean the house? I think you should clean the house anyway. You ain't clean the house for me. You cook. You got kids. You're gonna cook anyway. So you ain't cooking just for me. You see what I'm saying? You washing
Yeah.
clothes. You got 3 kids. You're gonna wash clothes anyway. I can throw 3 pair of my pants in there with them. You ain't gonna miss nothing. So you ain't doing it for me. You see what I'm saying? So then you're like, well, I'm washing your clothes, I'm cooking for you. No, you gonna do that shit anyway. So I don't need you to do it. You see what I'm saying? So that's why
Okay,
I
so
say,
if she
are you
decides
allowing
she
it to
gonna
happen?
take your clothes out and just wash her and the kids' clothes, that mean your clothes are still being there that need to be washed. So that mean
Yeah,
you
you
can just
wash
come
your own
on in
clothes.
there since you didn't ask her to do it.
Yeah, I can wash my own clothes.
You
I
could
got a
go in
wash
there and do it
machine.
yourself. And then when she go in
Yeah,
there and
it's
cook,
easy.
she can cook for her and the kids, wash up her and the kids' dishes, and let you go in there and cook what you want since you don't prefer what she
No,
cooks, or
I
because
would
you
just
didn't
get a food
ask her
service.
to cook.
See, I'll just pay for the food
That
service.
goes
It's
back. That
cheaper.
goes back to me
So
saying
all I gotta do is
taking
put
some
mine
of
in
the
the
load
microwave.
off of you and you being appreciate because it's the appreciation
It
come
don't
in
matter.
because
It
she
don't
making
matter.
it easier for you so you don't have to worry about doing the little stuff to help provide to take
But if
care of
I
yourself,
but this the
your
thing though. This
health.
the thing. If I never came out and said, I need you to
So
do
you
this for
basically
me.
just want a woman to say, "F your
I ain't
health,
say nothing I want a
let
woman.
you
I ain't
do
say
what
about
you
what I
want,
want a
let you
woman.
do what it is. You
No, no,
feed
no. I
yourself,
didn't
you
say
take
nothing about I
you
want a
do your
woman. I
own
said
laundry."
we talking about a specific thing. And I was trying to go back and say, if I never asked for it, then you can't get upset about it. You doing
That's
it out
what.
of the graces of your heart. You said love. And I don't be doing all this shit out of
Yeah.
love. You said love. But if you doing it out of love and I never asked you to do it, like I said, you could be doing something that annoys the crap out of me. And then I decide, what, okay, I don't want to deal with this no more. I'm out. I don't want to talk to you no more because you're getting on my nerve because you
I
keep
mean, it
doing these certain
depends. What are
things.
you talking about? Something that like doing something that annoy me? Because why would
It
she be
don't
doing
matter.
something to annoy you
That's like
by
this.
helping?
If okay, what if he eat a specific type of meals and she doesn't cook this? She keep cooking this certain thing that she's used to doing all the time, but he eats a
And
certain
how
thing.
long? But how long have they been
Let me
together?
finish.
Do
Let me
she
finish.
know this?
Look, he's living in the house. Yeah, she know this. He's in the
Oh
house. Even if he ain't
well.
living there, she know this. If they dating and doing whatever, I ain't talking about we just met today. But if you doing this and keep cooking and cooking and cooking all this food, and I'm not eating it, then you getting upset and mad because I'm not eating the food. And I done told you, hey, I don't eat that. You know, if you cook this, I'll eat it, but I don't eat that. But she cooking this because that's what she used to. So I'm not gonna be cool with that. Yeah, I appreciate you cooking, but you cooking for a ghost, really, because I ain't gonna eat it.
Okay, I mean, I
That's
see
what I'm
your point
saying.
when it comes to that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If you don't already say that you don't like it, but then you
Yeah,
continue to cook
but
it,
I
that
think you
means you're
should
not
ask a
cooking for me
person.
no more. You cooking for yourself.
Yeah, but I'm saying people say took me for granted. And I was like, not really, because you allowed them to take you for
Yeah, that's
granted.
not
Because
taken for granted.
if you just ask the person prior, then you get all your answers. I
Yeah, I
guarantee
mean
you.
that's not. Yeah,
But
that's not taken. That's not being taken for granted. I mean that's
but she
just
might
you.
feel that way because she been doing it. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
but if you don't already told her I don't eat this, but she's still trying to force you to eat it, that's not taking her for granted. That's in her head.
Yeah, she
Because
don't
I
like
I'm
don't
you
saying
either.
already
she's
told you
taking it.
I don't eat that, and
Yeah.
No, I'm saying
you're not
she
gonna
took it
make me
for.
eat it.
She feels he is taking her for granted. What I'm saying, he ain't gonna say he don't care. She might be feeling the
Exactly.
ones like,
So therefore, it's in her head. At the end of
yeah,
the day, because at the end of the day, if he
that's what I'm
done
saying.
already told her, I don't eat that, I don't want that, I'm not going to eat that, and she continued to cook it, at this point, you're not cooking for me because you didn't cook anything that I like. You cooking everything you like, so therefore you're cooking for you and trying to force me to eat what you like.
Right. And if she get upset because I'm not eating the food and says, "Oh, you've been taking me for granted around here because I've been doing all this stuff for you to include cooking." You see what I'm saying? So he say, even washing the clothes away, he said, I can wash my own clothes. I can do this, I can do that. But you
At
doing
that
it,
point,
yeah,
that's
if you're
it.
gonna
That's
do it,
what
I'm
it
gonna let you
is.
do it.
Like,
If you're doing it out of generosity, I mean out of your heart, I'm gonna let you do it. You see?
mm-hmm.
That's where a lot of people get messed up. You gotta do, like you said, you got the homosexuals, they're gonna let you do everything.
Yeah,
And then when you look back and like, well, I do all this, we do all this. Well, I ain't never asked you to do it. You always said you would do it.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But if you had asked him, he probably like say told you the damn truth. He might have lied to you, but it's still it's on the other person. I ain't take you for granted. You took yourself for granted.
But yeah, because after I done already told you, this is what it is, X, Y,
Even if I hadn't
Z, and you
told you,
still gonna
you never
do
asked.
B and K in the middle, like
People just don't ask
you set
today. They
yourself
just,
up for this.
yeah, people never ask the other person what they really want and what they need. They just assume.
All right, so check this out, right? I want to take this back to something that you said earlier, Miss Billy. You said when we were talking about the taking for granted, right? So you have a woman and she's doing all of the things that you know what I'm saying, in her mind, she wants to do for her man, right? And she, you know what I'm saying, in
Hmm.
her mind, it's just what she wants to do, right? She wants to help, she wants to make him comfortable, take a load off, and things of that nature, right? But he's not making you feel as though he appreciates it, right? And so
Right.
eventually you begin to feel like he's taking you for granted. If you were doing it out of love, why would you stop? You know what I'm
If you
saying? Like,
don't
why
feel
would
appreciated, if you're gonna do something and you doing it out of love, you don't want to be scolded behind it.
what do you mean
You
What
by
you saying
know,
scold?
about being scolded?
Yeah,
What you
what do
saying
you?
about being
Yeah,
like,
scolded?
yeah. Like, just if
Yeah, you
just if
making
he
up
doesn't
stuff
say
just now.
thank you, like if you're doing something and
oh
he
well,
just
I mean, stuff like that don't bother me. I don't care about the thank yous. If I do it, that's because it needs to be done.
okay, all right. That's yeah,
So
okay. That's what I was trying to get. That's what I was kind of getting at,
Yeah.
because
yeah, if I do it, that's because it needs to be done. I don't want like a woman. A man is a representation of her man, of his woman, just
mm,
like a woman is a representation of her man. So I
okay.
don't want my man walking out the door dirty with some dirty drawers on, because at the end of the day, they gonna be looking at me
Dang.
like, "Damn, you ain't washing your man clothes. He out here looking like an old hobo.
God
Like, what's
dang.
going on with him?
God
Like,
dang.
you ain't taking care of your man."
God dang.
And so,
I got you.
that leaves a room for another woman to come in. Cause my grandma always say, "What you won't do is another woman that will."
Okay. So
Just like
uh,
when it comes to a man, what a man won't do, that's another man that will.
okay. All right, that's interesting. That's interesting. I got it though. I understand what you're saying. Like, but I hear a lot of that, when people saying that they're not appreciated for what it is that they're doing. So I'm
Right.
just not going to do it anymore. And it's like, well, why were you doing it if you're going to stop because you don't feel appreciated? If you want to do something, you're going to do it, whether you feel, you know what I'm saying, appreciated or not. If you wanted to do it, then you'll just go ahead and do it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
Hmm.
a lot of times I walk in the door, I'll hold the door for somebody. You know what I'm saying? I'll hold the door and they won't say thank you, right? But I
Right.
don't feel any type of way because I held the door because I wanted it to hold the door.
Mhm.
I don't care that they didn't say thank you because I didn't hold the door for them to say thank you. Now, a
Right.
lot of people will be like, well, the least they could do is this, that, and the third. But for me, that's not what I was looking for. I held the door because I wanted to hold the door. And it makes me feel
Right.
good knowing, hey, I held the door for somebody. You know what I'm saying? They
It's
don't
just
owe
a
me
natural
anything.
thing for me. Yeah, it's a natural thing. I just hold it on. I don't care who you are. If I'm
Yeah.
walking in right in front of you, yeah, I just do it. You
Yeah.
know, I
And
don't
then,
care if you say thank you or not.
yeah, and so
It's
you'll
natural to
have
do it.
people
Yeah.
you'll have people who will hold the door for somebody, right? And then if the person doesn't say thank you, they'll
They get
they'll
mad.
say like, "You can't say thank you. I held the door for you,
Right.
but I didn't ask you to hold the door for me." You know
Exactly.
what I'm
See what
saying?
I'm
So
saying?
I don't owe you anything for you holding the door. Well, it would be nice if, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, but still I'm not required, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, to do
You
it.
can just let
Like,
the door close. I will open it on my own. You
you
know,
know what I'm
I
saying?
was
So
gonna do it anyway. Yeah, I was coming in, so you can close, let it close. I'll open it myself. So, like, that's what I'm saying. It always go back to the other person that getting upset.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like, are you
All right, so
really
look,
upset with the person, or are you really upset with yourself?
okay. So look, we're gonna move on to the next thing, right? I had a conversation with a gentleman and we were talking about we were talking about the pressures of society. I'm gonna use the word pressures because that's how the conversation came about. And he's a young man and he was saying that he believes that a lot of young men are pressured into just doing certain things. And so I just want to have a conversation with y'all to see and Millie, you're a woman, Miss Nobody, you a man, I'm a man. I know from a man's perspective, you know what I'm saying? Or at least from my perspective, being a man, um, do do you feel or have you ever felt, especially growing up, pressured by society to be a certain way or do certain things? You know what I'm saying? And I want to try to get a I guess a comparison for men versus women just to see who has more pressure. You know what I'm saying? Or who does society put more pressure on, men or women? So Miss Millie, I'm gonna
I
start
feel
with you
like society put more pressure on men.
on men. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
what do you think, Mr. Nobody?
I might, it might be men.
You think men?
Might be men.
Oh, that's
Might
crazy.
be.
Okay, okay,
I mean,
all
because
right.
women have
It's,
pressure. Women does
I
have to
think,
go through
well,
pressure and stuff, but they don't go through as much. They're not expected to do as much as men.
and that's
Really?
why I say it. Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
I
think
think
women
women
get
catch it.
over.
You
I
think
mean,
women?
No.
women, we have a lot of hats,
Okay.
but when it comes to a man, they expect men to do certain things. This is what a man's supposed to do. This is how society looks. This is what a man's supposed to do. This is how a man's supposed to feel. A man
I mean,
shouldn't have a mental outlet. That's how
I mean,
society looks at it.
yeah. Even a
But
while
when it
back,
comes
they
to a
what was
woman,
telling men not to be masculine. Remember,
Hold
a
on, wait,
couple
hold on,
years
hold
ago, they
on,
were just
hold
trying to
hold
force.
on, Miss.
Yeah, trying.
ho- Hold on,
Yeah.
hold on, Mr. Nobody. Go ahead, finish what you were saying, Miss Millie.
they basically is like a woman. They uh, they expect a woman to be a mother, a wife, a cook, a chef. But that's natural for us. A pastor, teacher, you know, the doctor or
So
nurse.
okay,
However, that comes naturally to us because as we're growing up, what do we get growing up? Doll babies.
okay,
So we practicing growing up being parents. We're practicing. We get a little kitchen set. We practicing cooking.
Yeah.
We
Used to.
doing our little thing. So we're
Yeah. Yeah. They
already
did though.
as they
Yeah.
children being prepared to be a wife, a mother. They got little
mm,
doctor sets for kids. We're already practicing to
yeah,
do
yeah,
this.
yeah. I got the little
With a
first aid
man,
kit
yeah,
for the baby. I got you.
yes.
I got
When it
you.
comes to a man, he not supposed to show any emotions, any feelings. He got to work. He got to work into until the day he died. He got to provide for his kids, his wife. He got to provide for the house. He got to make sure the house taken care of, the bills paid. He got to deal with the society of the disrespect of the world. Because if not, now he got to worry about if he gonna get locked up, lose his job, or end up in a ditch somewhere
Mm,
because he done said or did something the wrong way.
mm-hmm.
He can't if he try to fit himself. You being a crybaby. Oh, you being a little punk. Oh, you this and you that.
Okay.
But men are expected not to feel. And then you got a lot of women who has this expectation of them, the same expectation. Then you have women who want their man to feel, wants him to show some emotion, but he won't because he done got drilled in his head. This is how a man's supposed to be. This is how a man's supposed to act because this is how society deemed a man supposed to be. At the end of the day, who is it to say how a man and a woman supposed to act? That's just like somebody saying, act your age. How can I act my age when I only been this age
I
once? How can you
okay.
tell me to act my age when you only been that age once? How do my
Right.
age act?
Okay.
How
I
do a man supposed to
Down
act?
the Mongo.
How do a woman supposed to act outside
Okay.
of what society tells them how to act, how they supposed to act?
Okay. So you think oh, I'm sorry. You had something that you were saying, Mr. Nobody?
No, I was gonna say it's
You
something similar to her. That a lot of pressures on men, with from growing up to now, even
Mhm.
still, even when, even though she was saying like women was taught to cook, early. 'Cause I know my sister had all the little kitchen sets and all this, and she was making pies at 6 years old. The easy bake
Mhm.
ovens and all this stuff.
Yep.
You don't see that now though. So now it's switched. Now the women's have switched, but the guys still the same. So because they're not teaching the kids to cook and clean these days, most of them not. But the guy still has to. You still need to work. You got to do. You got to provide. You got to do this. You got to protect. You got to do. Even though you can't fight, you got to get out there and
Mhm.
act like you can fight and protect your
Yep.
family, protect your kids. Do all this shit still, but you know what I'm saying. So they keep it on the guy, but they took it off the women. That's the thing. So that's why I say it's still on guys, because as you say, it's
Mhm.
traditional. Men are more traditional still today than women are. So now
Yep.
coming up, women, I would say the women they were at the beginning, they teach them how to do everything, take care of home, house, all that stuff. But that shit is gone now. They don't teach the kids this. Kids don't know how to clean up. They don't know how to do no household chores. They teach them how to just go straight from school to more school. That's all I hear. Go get your education. Go get your education. Nothing in
Yep.
between. They don't teach them nothing in between. That's why these kids, they coming out with
No
education
life, no
and they struggling.
life, no life, nothing,
Yeah,
just
and they
school.
struggling because nobody told them anything about life. But guys coming out and doing better because they already had that long structure. But the pressure's
Mhm.
still on him, and even in college. Get the good job, get this, keep going, dress like this. You have to stay like this. Even we talk about it. We have to stay a certain way. You have to look a certain way. You need to get in the gym, do all this stuff. Standards, basically. The man is still on the standards. So it's always going to be on us to be upfront. That's where I look at it. If not, I mean, it shows to the guys who don't, you know, they really do. So it's
all right.
always
Mhm.
up. It's
All
always
right.
pushed toward the guys. I think the most, yeah.
Okay, so let me ask this, right? And we're gonna start from young, right? And then progress from like childhood to adulthood, right? So let's talk about school. Do you think that boys, who do you think, boys or girls, have more pressure in school, right? As far as getting good grades? Or do you think it's equal? If you think it's equal,
Girls,
you think it's equal.
girls,
You
The
said girls
girls.
yeah.
Yeah.
are pressure
Girls
to
have
get
more
more.
pressure. Yeah.
Why do
Mhm.
y'all say that?
I don't know. Parents don't care about the boy as long as you pass. I'm not saying they don't care, but growing up in the household
You don't
and
have
around
that
my
big
cousins and all this,
expectation.
right? The boys can just be getting by, but that girl, no, she got to be making this honor roll. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is, but it's like, and that's just now for me. I'm on both because I got boys. I don't have
Yeah, I
girls,
be on both of them.
but
I was on both of mine.
yeah, and so I always pushed it for them to get good grades. But I've always seen it more. I've seen where some boys in the household, they're not doing so good in school, but the girls are. But the girls are doing the homework. The boys playing sports, you know. But the girl getting a good grade, she in these programs, she in these clubs. The boy just going to school. He just go play sports after school or whatever. It's not pushed on him as much. Even getting out the house, the girl go off to school to college, the boy still at home. Didn't push him out to go
Mhm.
to college. It's they just I don't know what it is. I always say that it's something with mothers with sons versus mothers with daughters. Mothers and daughters don't get along. Mothers and sons, they love their sons. They love them to death. They'll let them do almost anything. So I think
Mm,
that pressure is off them and put on the girl to always be at her best. Because a lot of time they tell them, because that way you don't need a man. So you need to get these good grades, get all this stuff to be independent, all this jazz and all this and this, but not knowing you're kind of messing them up in their head because you
Mhm.
ain't telling the boys you need to be independent. Because the first thing they do is if they sorry, they're gonna say they're homosexual, right? They gotta find that girl, live with her, live off her, do all that stuff because he ain't going to
I
school.
got that mama complex.
Right. He needs somebody to take care of him. Yeah. So the pressure is
Mm-hmm.
always, and the same thing that, like I say, the grades, they can't progress because they never had good grades. They never had the discipline, you know, and they don't push it on, but they do push it on the girls.
Okay. Let
Yeah,
me ask you this: do you
that's
think
crazy.
that one of the reasons why they don't really push it on the boys because the boys are really looking forward towards um more of a vocational um type, go out there and get a skill, get a trade, you know what I'm saying, go out there and start working. You have a lot of guys who are pushed towards going to the military, whereas it just seems like for women it's more academic and for men it's more vocational. You understand what I'm saying? Most men didn't come up
It
with
used to
the
be.
type of jobs that it's really academic based. It's more of a physical type thing, right? The typical policeman, fireman, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. Now, if you had somebody, a boy who was smart, and it's like, okay, we want you to be a doctor or whatever, or something like that. But for the most part, it was always construction, you know what I'm saying, police
Right.
officer, fireman,
Mm-hmm.
military, and things of that nature. So could that be one of the reasons as to why that imbalance is where typically women got the type of jobs where it was a clerical job or they were doing something to where, you know what I'm saying, they just had to have that know-how when because in school they took typing class and sit up straight and type
Yeah.
and you know what I'm saying, all
Yeah.
of that stuff because you had women that were for the most part working in offices and things like
Right.
that. So do you think that the reason why it's different is because of the trajectory was different typically for boys and girls?
Back in the day, it was. Modern day, no.
Yeah.
Modern day, these boys don't want to do nothing outside. So it's hard to get them to
Nothing.
take these. That's why they keep promoting these those type of jobs. They even the community colleges offer them for free, and they still can't get them to sign up. And a lot of the guys that go to the military, they go at later age. Like they'll be out of school probably about 3 or 4 years, and then they'll decide to go once they mature a little more or whatever. But coming straight out, no, they ain't trying to work outside. They ain't trying to work hard. They ain't trying to get wet. They ain't trying to get cold. I mean,
But do you think that comes from home or is that just
yeah,
the kids? That
yeah.
seems like that's you know what
Well,
I'm
they don't make
saying?
them work. They don't make the boys work, man, at home. That's the thing. And see, we would work. See, we work in the summer. We work construction jobs. We'll work outside. We'll do all that stuff. No, they don't. These
Excuse me.
boys don't do nothing now. These parents will make them cut the yards or nothing. I see parents out cutting the yard and the kid be in the house sitting down. And so it's a whole different thing now. Look, I mean, I don't get it. I had to, even my son's friends, one of the boys got mad because his stepmom made him cut the grass. He was he was like super mad, like somebody done beat the brakes off him because his dad, co-signed on the stepmom. Said, no, you ain't going to practice until you cut this grass. He cut it, came over to our house all. I said, so you that mad for just cutting the grass? I said, he cut the grass every Friday. I mean, every Saturday morning. What's the problem? But for him, that was like a big disrespect for him to get out there and cut that grass. You see,
That was
because
a
they're not used
punishment.
to. Yeah, for him it's a punishment. Yeah, instead of a chore. For my son's a chore.
But I think
Every
that
Saturday
starts.
he cut the
Mm-hmm.
grass.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that
it's
that's something that I don't know, man. I wouldn't necessarily. I understand what you're saying, but
yeah,
I think that's something that starts young. You understand what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
That's what
I
I'm
put that
saying.
on the parent.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily put that on the kid. I put that on the parent.
Well,
Like,
you have to build the structure at home, y'all. If you don't build
right,
it young, then they won't have it as they become teenagers. If you
right,
don't, I call it
absolutely,
nip it in the bud. If you don't nip it in the
right.
bud when they're young, middle school and lower, when they get to high school, you trying to tell these kids what to do. That's why you got all these kids fighting parents and teachers now. They don't want to hear.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's why I say this modern day, it's a whole different thing. Like these kids don't want to hear it. They want to fight back with teachers, fuss. You can go up and say something to them. Hey man, why don't you stop? They turn around and curse you out because they know you ain't gonna hit them. They'll curse you out, say all kind of stuff. It's a
Okay,
nah, I
so
ain't going to jail over.
I got you. Okay,
They
so when it
kids. I
comes
ain't gonna
to
go to jail over no kid. I'll let you bring your mouth. I'll just let my son get
okay, I got you.
Okay.
So okay, if we're gonna break, okay, so would it be safe to say, right, that the pressure that the women have, um, is leaning toward education, and then the pressure that the men have is leading toward getting out and making money? Would that be
I wouldn't.
a fair assessment? Because I mean, a man that don't work,
No.
no.
Don't eat.
So you're saying there's
But see,
no
that's what I don't
pressure,
understand though, Lucky, that with that, because they don't push for that boy to be productive. But at
but
the
okay.
same
So hold
time,
on.
you
Who are
want
you
him to be
saying?
productive.
Okay, but
The
who
parents,
doesn't
the
push for
parents,
that?
the parents. Male, female. I've
So
seen it in both, not just a single parent household. I've seen it in both. The
okay,
parents don't push because they don't want their precious boy to do
I
anything.
got you. Okay, hold on, hold on.
Yeah.
Take away the direct parents. Let's just talk about society as a whole. Forget about each
Mhm.
individual household, right? Just society as a whole. Do you think society as a whole will look at education being important for the woman and working? You know what I'm saying? Because I had the opportunity to go to school and I was like, yo, I think I did like 2 semesters. I did a semester and a half. And I was like, yo, I got to go out here and get bread. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
then I
But we
opted
all
to
was there
go,
back
you know what I'm
then.
saying?
Yeah.
That right. But I'm just so,
Mm.
so you don't think right now society has any pressures on men or women, just women to go to school and that's it, nothing on men?
No, no. The
Oh no,
pressure is
they have
it's all
pressures on
education,
everybody going to school now
right? And
due
to
to the
make
fact
money.
that they getting that's money. That's
Yeah. They
putting
want
them
to
in
make the
debt
money. They don't want to
and
work
they
hard for the money.
mm,
That's the thing. They don't want to work outside.
mm-hmm.
They want to like why social media blew up with a lot of the kids. They think they're gonna go famous on TikTok, Instagram, and all that stuff. They'll sit at home and do stuff like that, then try to find a job. And then if
Okay,
they get
so
a job, they don't, you know,
Yeah, they'll
it's
go
it's, it's
outside
weird,
just to
man.
make a TikTok.
Yeah,
there's
and
more
go back in the
pressure.
house.
So there's more pressure
Yep.
on women than men when it comes to education.
I think so. I think women are more focused on their daughters to get educated
No,
over
no, no. I'm
boys.
just
Mm-hmm.
talking about just society in general.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
Society. Yeah, I'm just saying.
okay,
Yeah. Yeah, I really think so because a lot of like you look at, I mean, you can look at the stats on it. More women are going to college than men right now.
but okay, but okay, I got you. I understand that. But
It's
Yeah,
like
typically, again, like I
and
society
was
is
saying,
demographics
putting
in
more
all
pressure
demographics. Yeah,
on
in all
men to
demographics.
work.
right, and
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to
yeah,
lead to. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, okay, so I
but
get
they're
it
not
with the
working
women.
though.
I'm just talking about what society is trying to do, regardless of if they're doing it or not. I'm just asking it from the standpoint of who, you know what I'm saying, where the pressure is at, regardless of if they're doing it or not, regardless of if the women are going to school or regardless of if the men. I'm just asking for like what society puts
Mm-hmm.
on, you know what I'm saying, on who. You know what I mean? All right, so look, I'm
Well,
gonna move on.
if it's just society, hold up, man. If it's just society,
Yeah, just like you know what I'm saying in general.
I think it would be kind of even, to be honest. If it's just society, just looking at overall I'm looking at modern day, not our day, just modern day. I'll say the last 6 years, 6, 7 years.
Mhm.
I would say it's just it's weird right now. And everybody, I'm
It
just saying,
is.
it's very weird. Everybody's trying to be
He said it's
somebody.
weird.
Yeah, because kids won't talk about, like, if a kid got a factory job or works somewhere, they won't tell the other kids that because it's not exciting. You don't have a cool job.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they don't want to tell people they work for these places, so they won't work there. A lot of these young kids work construction because their family own construction or stuff like that. But
Mm-hmm.
coming out the gate, no, you can't get these kids to work, man. These boys, it's hard to get them to work, man. It's hard. And so
Or
society
either they
telling
rather
them,
go to work at a fast food where
yeah,
they able to just, play around
do
the
a
way
little
they
bit
want to,
here and
move like
have
they
the
want
freedom. They
to.
want the freedom. Yeah, so everybody
Yeah.
want this freedom. All of them. Everybody want this freedom. They want to be able to go to work when they want to go. They want to
Mm-hmm.
do what they want to do at work. I heard a lady saying a girl they work at a bank, came to the office with her blanket curled up in the chair. The manager walked in, see the girl curled up in the chair, and the girl said, "I'm tired. I don't feel like working right now." That was what she told the manager. Of course, she got
No.
fired, but she felt that was a move. I can just come to work and wrap up in my blankie and chill for about an hour or two before I can get back to work. And this was at 10 o'clock in the morning. And so that's their mentality. All of them. They have a weird mentality that I don't have to
All
do this.
all All of them? Come on, man. I don't think that.
Shit.
I mean,
I'm not gonna say
I wouldn't go
all
as
of
It
far
ain't
them.
as to
all. It's never
say that.
all. It's a
Right,
large
right. But
majority. Like I'm telling you, and I don't know if it's just this region. I don't know where I'm at, but I'm telling you,
oh
this
man.
shit is weird, man. I'm telling you, these kids. I turn around, always see the woman always asks like anybody hiring for a young man. Anybody hiring a young man. My son need a job. Anybody hiring? He's 19. They always be putting stuff out like that. And I was like, shit, jobs. There's a million jobs up here, you know?
All
But
right.
see, these jobs working in storage, storerooms, outside doing some work and doing some other, they don't want to work. They want to do some TikTok, they want to do some stepping, you know,
Okay. All right.
all this
Cool.
stuff.
I'm gonna use that, right? So let me
Mm,
ask you this. Do you think that one of the reasons that the men are not, or the boys, right? The young men aren't getting out and working these jobs because of their peers? You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
they don't want to look a certain way by working in
right.
a fast. Because I ain't gonna lie, I remember
Yeah,
I did not want to work fast food. That was it, right? But when it came down to the point where yo, I got to get this money, and so I'm gonna do whatever it is that I have to do, right? I was willing to work at McDonald's. I remember, however, I was working in McDonald's like 3 counties away. You know what I'm saying?
nobody saw you.
I was like, yo, I know it's going to take me about an hour and a half every day. You know what I'm saying? To get to my little McDonald's job, and then an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours
Oh,
to get back because it was going to be at
oh,
night and the buses wasn't running like that. The trains wasn't running like that. But I was
right.
willing to do it, but because I just, you know what I'm saying? I didn't, I mean, it was what it was. I
Yeah,
was
so my
young.
nephew,
You know what I'm saying?
my nephew worked at this cookie plant for like 6 years, and he did not like people to ask what he did. He ended up joining the military because he said he didn't want to go to his 10-year reunion, and that's all he ever did.
Mm,
Because they coming up on their 10-year reunion in 2 years, so he joined the military this year. But
mm,
yeah, that's how bad that stuff is. He's like, when people start talking about, we be at the house talking about, oh, you doing this, you finishing college. He just sits there. He'll have his head down. And I was like, man, this shit killing him because he dropped out of school.
mm,
And you know what
Mm.
I'm saying? And now when he's seeing like my son, when he finished up, they were going to finish up together. Now he's seen him finish up, it hit him. He's like, man, I think I'm going to join the military. I said, I think you need to because you've
mm,
been working at this plant for 6 years, but he would never tell you anything. He won't talk about it. It just wasn't exciting to him. It made to other people. You know what I mean? So a lot of them are like, they're like,
Mhm.
I can't tell nobody I work here. And you see it on these podcasts sometimes when they ask people what do they do, they'll tell you what their part-time job is. They don't tell you what their real job. I'm an entrepreneur with my hair and nail line. I'm a entrepreneur, this or that. What's the job that pays the bills? Oh, I go work at the county every day. You see what I'm saying? They don't tell you the real job. They're gonna tell you something that sounds good. So everybody's embarrassed about it. And these young kids are the same way. They don't want you to know, like
Mhm.
everybody talking about they doing all these good things and you not doing it. You working at a gas station, you working up at, say you're at the fast food, you're 25, you're at the fast food, working at McDonald's, can I help you? You know, they don't want to be seen doing that. So yeah,
okay.
so society is it's weird, man. They don't want to work, but then again, shit, you
I
you you
got you.
fall behind. Yeah, you don't fell behind.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
got you. All right, so let me ask you this. What about when it comes to um marriage? Who do you think if gets more pressure from society? Is it women or is it men?
I'll let Mr. Miller handle that one since I talked this much on this one.
When it
You got a lot of
comes to
experience.
me,
You have a lot of experience.
when it comes to marriage,
No, no, no. Hold on, hold on, hold on. This not you. I'm just
Not
talking
you,
about in
not you.
no,
society, right?
no, that's what I'm saying.
Who's
To my opinion, when it comes
Okay,
to marriage,
okay, I got you.
um, people allow society to put too much pressure on their marriage because what works for that marriage might not work for your marriage.
Okay, hold on,
wait,
hold on,
wait.
hold
You
on,
trying to
hold
get
on,
married,
hold on.
right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hold on. Yeah,
Huh?
Get
bring it
married.
back a
To
little,
get
Miss Me.
married.
Bring it back, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
let's
you
just
said to
Pressure
say,
to
get
get married.
married.
yeah, yeah. So,
Yeah.
so like, let's just say you
Oh,
graduated
women.
college. You graduated college, right? Because that's the way you went. And then I went to the military, but and I'm working or whatever the case may be, right? Who do you think gets more pressure from society? Like when you gonna
Women,
get married, when you gonna start a family, when you
women,
okay. Why do you
because
think
women are
women?
expected to breed right after high school.
So what the hell
Dumb
you
the
Supposed
from,
to
Miss
Mongo,
have
Millie?
your
Mongo,
What
husband
the hell?
lined
What the
up.
hell she from?
dumb the
You matter of
Mongo,
fact, you
Mongo,
should have been courting them already when you was in school. So when you
dumb the
graduate,
Mongo,
you're supposed to be
Mongo,
ready to walk down the aisle and start making
There it is.
babies.
There it
dumb the
is.
Mongo, Mongo.
Okay, so all right, what's your thoughts on that, Mister Nobody? Who do you think gets more pressure?
I think the women, and this is what I'm telling you. This woman, well, I've heard a long time ago, but this woman had said her daughter was at school, and she was talking to her daughter, and the daughter was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get in this engineering or this engineering class or something." She said, "Dummy, I didn't send you to school to become an engineer. I sent you to
God
school
damn.
to marry an engineer." So it's put in her head all the time. No,
Mm-hmm.
I sent you to school to find a doctor, not be a doctor. You
Yeah.
see what I'm saying? And so, and these girls had this thing which was crazy, um, ring before spring. And that's why I always say the most influential guys you ever gonna meet is in college. So, like Miss Millie said, you should already been courting somebody. By the time you get out of college, you already got the guy that gave you a ring. Then y'all start getting on, moving on, getting
Mm-hmm.
married. But the woman is already told that she already had a program. She already had the program in her head. I need to find this guy before I get up out of here, and get
Mm-hmm.
married. And so a lot of times, different cultures, our cultures don't think like that for some reason. I've been trying to talk people to do that, but we are told a little different. Get your education, go be successful. They're saying get the education, be successful with your husband while he makes the
Mm-hmm.
money. You see what I'm saying? Instead of you trying to do it all by yourself. So it's put back on the women, and men just fall in flat if they find it. But the pressure is always on the women because it's always put in their head. You need to find a man. You need to settle down. You need to do this and this.
Don't
Guys, so
turn
much.
30 and you ain't got no man or no kids. Lord,
Yeah, don't make
your
no
life is
kids. That
over.
thing, and it's never put to the guys. It's never guys are never really at that young age saying, "Man, you need to go ahead and find your woman, settle down." No, he'll be way down the line before that start coming to his mind. You know,
Yeah,
but the
it's the
women,
women, cause yeah,
like
it's
my
the
sister-in-law,
women,
she
cause you
said
got their
she's dreamt
friends.
about that
Oh, I
since she was a kid getting
suppose.
married. Yeah,
Mm,
my sister-in-law said she has dreamt about how she wanted her wedding, about doing it, all this, and my wife was like, "I ain't never thought about it." She said my sister always thought about it. Knew how
mm,
she wanted. She always dreamed about getting married. All that. I mean, she's married and everything now, but she always dreamt about it. And my wife never thought about it. And
mm,
so, but they both married. We've been together almost 30 years. And
mm,
so it's just some people, but her mom was like that. So they
Mm-hmm.
was raised like that.
mm,
Get settled down, get married, and that thing like that. So like me, I wasn't. So I was hanging out, hanging long as I could.
mm.
It wasn't in my mind like that.
Right,
Okay, but
right,
when you get
right.
older, it's like, okay, it's time to let this thing, settle this thing down. For nobody don't want you, you can't do it for somebody don't want your ass no more, So that's the
No,
women,
I
man.
don't.
I think
I
it's the
don't
women.
know. I don't know nothing about that.
Shit,
Not being
shit,
wanted. I promise you, I don't
huh?
know anything about that. You said
Not,
until somebody don't want you. No, I don't know anything about that.
no, no, I don't know it either because somebody want
Oh,
me.
okay. Well, you
You know,
said
like
it.
'cause
You
somebody
said you know,
want
like I know. You know what I
No, I
mean?
said no, no, no. I thought you were saying something else. I thought you were saying something else. I thought you were speaking code. I was speaking code. I didn't think you was talking about that.
Oh,
But
nah, nah.
no,
I mean, so so
no,
you so you said when you as you got older, right? That's when you started to want to get married. You saying?
no, no, no. I just
Oh, okay,
looked at
okay.
it a little differently. Just looked at it differently.
Oh, okay, okay. I got you. I
You
got
know,
you.
yeah, just trying to, I guess, just make things, just smooth things out a little bit. Like I said, I joked with my friend about that. I was like, man, I'm gonna go ahead and do something else, settle down for nobody don't want my ass, you know.
Okay, I got you.
And actually, yeah. And what happened with him was because there was his second marriage, and he's like, I see what you're saying now because he done got older now.
Mm.
And now he's like, damn, boy, I wish I would have just went ahead and did that back then, because now I got old and fat, and all
Mm.
this, you know what I'm saying? Got
Right.
belly on, got a big belly on because he got sick. So he, had some
Oh,
heart
okay.
issues and
Okay.
stomach swelled
Okay.
up on it.
Right.
And so,
Okay.
and little things like that. That's what I'm
Right.
saying, So
No, no,
now
I
his
got you. I got
appearance
you.
is different. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. I
And
got you,
so
man. I just,
gotta lock
I
in
just,
for Mother
I just.
Nature thought chopping you down, yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. So the women get the pressure as far as marriage
Yeah,
is
definitely.
concerned,
I think
man.
so.
All
What do you
right.
think though?
So
What do you
yeah,
think?
you mean like as far as getting
No,
married?
who get the pressure? No, no, who get the pressure? Yeah, who get the pressure more, men or
Who gets
women?
more pressure? Man, you know what? Honestly, man, I kind of think women.
Yeah. I don't hear the
I
people
think
pushing men too quick unless they old.
well, I think
Hey,
women overall get a little more pressure, right? And
Mm.
I believe that women are just held to a higher standard. You know what I'm saying? And I think that I get it, man. I've been taught from the time I was young. Yo, you got to get out here and work. You got to do. So for me, it's not even pressure because it was like it was. You know what I'm saying? Ingrained in me, right? Um,
right.
Men don't
Yeah.
have certain standards that women have, right? And I'm gonna give you a perfect example. The standard or the pressure that women have to look good, to look a certain way, right? I believe that men can the beauty standard, right, is not the same for men and women. Um,
No.
I believe men can get away with a lot more than women can, right? And but again, a woman's looks and her body is sometimes for the most part um determining factor as to how many approaches she's going to get and things of that nature,
Mm-hmm.
whereas typically a man it's
You got money.
this the stand yeah, yeah, it's like the
Yeah.
standard
Yeah.
is, you know what I'm saying, just not the same. And so because that standard is not the same, the pressure is just a little bit different. You understand what I'm saying? It's kind of harder when the standard is a little bit higher. Even when they talk about like men going out here being with a bunch of women. He's he's
Right.
you know what I mean. But then when a woman does it, and I get it, I understand men and women are not the same. I totally get that, and I understand that conversation, right? But again, because women are held to a higher standard, the
Mm-hmm.
pressure is just a little bit different, right? I hear women say that, back in the day, if a woman got with a dude on the first night, right, she got labeled as this, that, and the third, right? But then you
Right.
hear men say,
Hmm.
well, how do I know what I'm signing up for? At some point in time, I need to know what that thing is like because it might not be good enough for me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, yo, damn that they do, damn that they don't. I mean, it's just, the
Yeah, it's a double
I
standard
think
that's
the
not gonna go
pressure,
away.
I don't think I wouldn't
Yeah.
say it's a double standard, right? And the reason why I say it's not a double standard, in order for me, right? And I get the term double standard, but I break it down like this. In my opinion, it's not a double standard if you're comparing two different things. The comparison between a man and a woman, I don't look at it as a double standard because they're different. Now, if you take two men and line up two men, and then one man is held to this standard, and then another man is not held to that standard, in my opinion, it's a double standard because they're two of the same thing starting out. But for a woman and a man,
Okay.
they're not the same from the start. So it's not a double standard because they're two different. They're different from the gate. You understand what I'm saying? So when I hear, oh, there's a double
That
standard,
makes
men
sense.
get to do this and women get to do, we're not even the same. So it's not a double standard. It's because I don't see how you put the same standard on two different things. Again, that's just how I see it. I don't see it as a double standard because you're comparing two different things. So it's not a double standard because they're not the same to begin with. You know what I'm saying? That's
That
just how
makes
I see it.
sense.
If you put two women together and you say this woman gets away with this, but this woman doesn't get away with this, now that would be a double standard. Why does she get away with it, but she doesn't? But to compare to a man and a woman, it's a double standard. We're different. You don't put us on the same
I look
playing ground.
more at what the actual, let's say, the subject of it. So if it's sex and you trying to, I don't look at the man and woman. I look at always the subject, because they always try to compare it with the actual act. And so the act can be the same, but the result's going to be different, right? And that's why that's why I always looked at it. I don't ever look at like the man or woman. I always look at whatever the act is, and the act is different. And I don't even know how the double standard come up there. I just looked at it as shit just don't work out like that. It just not. I don't know. I don't know why I said a double standard, because it's really not.
That's what I'm saying. Hold
You know,
on, you said
yeah,
double
it's really not.
standard, but
Because I
you know
always
what I
look at
mean?
the act. Yeah, I always look at
Right.
the act of whatever it is, not man or woman, but the act. And if you're talking about, let's say, if you're gonna date a bunch of guys, and a guy dating, I look at the actual dating part of it.
Okay.
All right. And if you know, comparison to this is how it's going to be perceived, is how that's going to be perceived. We don't make that decision. The actual person, the people make that decision. How you going to be perceived doing it. So most people get mad at the other person, you know, let's say the guy, say if the woman get mad, well, how come you can do it? I can't do it. You can do it. You're just going to be perceived differently.
Right,
You
but
can
so
do
would
whatever
that
you
be a
want.
double? But
Yeah.
would that be a double
No,
standard?
that's why I'm
Because
saying
we're
I'm
not
agreeing
two.
with you. I like once you think
Yeah, when you
like
kind of
I
think
never use
about it,
that
it's
term.
just
That's why I
like,
say double standard. I never use it because I always look
yeah,
at the act of it, and I never
right,
see
right,
it the same. Because yeah, you can go out there and do it. You can always do it,
right,
but don't get mad at how you're gonna be perceived. We're gonna
right,
get
right,
perceived different than you gonna get perceived.
right,
That's
right,
that what makes the difference.
right,
If you don't have a conscience about it, you can go out and do it all day, just like because every guy don't do that mess. But if he did, he gonna get perceived the same way you did,
yeah.
because you are held at like you said, you're held at a higher
I hire,
level,
right, right,
and your
because you're a
virtue
woman,
is more than anything. Your
right?
body
Because
is
she,
more than anything
yeah,
that y'all need to be more concerned about. Like you said, you give it
yeah,
out away to everybody, it ain't gonna get perceived.
yeah.
It just
I
not.
think,
It be perceived different. Yeah,
right, and
that's how it's
I
gonna
think
be.
men can just get away with a lot more. You know, again, we're
Yeah,
different. You know what I'm saying? We're
yeah.
different. So that's
When it
why
comes to that
initially I
stuff,
was like, I think just women just have a little, just have a little more pressure. You know what I'm saying?
oh yeah,
That's just how I see it. You know, I know both of y'all said men, but I just look at it as women just have a little more pressure. Just
no, for
that
marriage, I
again.
said
That's
women. Yeah, for marriage, I said
I just
women.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah.
just overall, if you just take everything and put everything in perspective, my opinion is, you know, I think at the end of the day, all men are
Yeah,
expected to do is go out and work, just earn. Like, you know what I'm saying?
and that's what's pushed on us though.
That's it.
From
Earn till
day
you die.
one, you need to be able to provide, do this, get a good job, take care of your family, blah, 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 blah. And then when these dudes want to just be single, people don't like it. Like, yeah, be single until you do
Right,
meet somebody. You ain't got to rush it. We don't tell our guys to rush it, you know.
right,
But other people tell them they need to do this stuff. But guy on guy don't tell them.
yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
don't see too many guys tell, hey man, hurry up and go get married. You know, no. I mean, you got to get out of
Now
high
you
school.
got
Yeah,
the women saying that you need to
Yeah.
go on and
yeah,
get
But you know,
married. I
here's
need some grandbabies.
here's the thing with that
right,
too though. I think that because men and women are different, right? Men hit their
right,
peak and women hit their peak at different times. And when I
right,
say peak, it depends on what it is that we're talking about. So women are at like peak fertility when they're, you know what I'm saying, younger. So boom, men hit their peak when it comes to their earning potential later on in life. And that's what men are looked
right.
at for their earn. So you understand what I'm saying? It's just like, you know, and a lot of
And
women
most
don't really
women will make
understand
more
that.
than the young guys. A woman 22 will make more than a 22-year-old guy most of the time. But that guy get about 33, 34,
Mm,
she ain't beating him out.
mhm.
At 40, she ain't beating him out too quick. You got some out here making some money, but overall, no matter what they try to say, all this stuff, men still outpace women in pay. No matter how much education they get, you look at all the stats, it's going to show it. And so it's always going to be that because of the jobs that we do. They're higher paying, and because we don't get pregnant and carry kids and be more concerned with the kids like the woman does, we're not ready to go home like that. We can stay and do overtime. We can go meet at the golf course and hang with the CEO and get my name out there. You know, I can stay at the party. I can do all this other stuff. But the woman, I gotta get home to the kids. I gotta go pick up the kids. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. That's why guys move ahead a little faster most of the time. And people don't look at that. They look at, well, I got this education. Yes, you do. But Charlie is here all the time. You know, Charlie is available when I need him. Charlie come over to the house and bring the beer for our card game. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that's why it's never going to be leveled out. And people don't look at that. They look at the education. The education now, it's all about what you know and who you know. You know,
Mm.
and guys lead that. I'm just gonna be honest, because y'all women don't get along with each other most of the time.
I just don't like
They don't.
people.
How the hell you not like people and you're a person?
That means what to me?
I don't know. You tell me. You don't like
Ah,
people.
Okay, well, should I say I don't like other people?
she don't like other
What are
people.
the other people though? What I'm trying to get. Which people are you speaking
Other
of?
people outside of me.
So you just crazy. You
Just a
just
little
Man.
crazy.
bit. Just a little
No, that's a
bit.
lot.
I
That's a
got a little
lot.
touch of it.
So you need some crazy people.
A
Okay.
little kiss
All right.
of it.
Oh shit. That's a kiss of death.
All right, y'all. So check it out. Let me see.
Liking my orange juice.
We've been on here about an hour and 45 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
We touched on, yeah, we've been on here for a minute.
How long y'all was on? I mean,
Um,
I got your text. You was already on. You hit me up. I ain't listening.
um, well, nah,
We know
yeah,
we had just
yeah,
got
we had
on.
just, yeah, because I remember at the
Oh,
last
okay.
minute, I was like, let me hit up, Mr. Nobody. But
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was definitely a good stream, and it was a good conversation that I had, initially with the whole, with, society putting pressure and things of that nature.
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily call it pressure, right? I would just say expectation because I've never felt like I'm just always going against the grain. Like it didn't, nothing really mattered. I've always kind of
That's
had
how I
the,
am.
it is
I
what it
don't go
is
with the
type
trends or none of
attitude.
that
You
shit.
know what I'm saying? And the gentleman that I was talking to, he is single. He doesn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? And it's, so it's like,
What are you complaining about?
I'm sure he gets that conversation.
You talking
When you
about so
gonna
what are you
get,
complaining about?
when you going,
At
when
this
you
point,
gonna
he
get
should be
some
living his
kids?
best life.
When
Right.
you gonna get married? When you gonna have some kids and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? But you can't let society see. Here's the thing: it's crazy that they'll push people to have kids, right? Get married and have kids, right? And then when the marriage, doesn't necessarily work out, or then the whole parenting thing doesn't work out, now you're looked at as, you're a no good mother, or you a deadbeat dad, or you're, a divorcee. It's like,
Right.
yo, I didn't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not
That's why
everybody's
I don't
not
rush it
built.
on young people, especially
Yeah,
that
like
having
So you
kids.
better
everybody's
you're
not
damned
built
if you
for
do,
everything.
damned if you don't.
Yeah.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the thing about it is, well, when you get married, right, if it's not going the way that you want, right, you can get out of it, right? But
Yeah.
having kids,
Hmm.
if you're not parent material, it's just like, well, what you want me to do? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly. And
what do you want me to do?
everybody.
My
Like,
thing
it's
is, don't live for society. Live for
right,
yourself.
right,
You
right,
know,
Right.
you don't have to live the way society feel like you should live, because
right.
this is your life.
Yeah,
That's
Then
what I
you
right,
want
tell.
to
'Cause
live your life to the fullest, not to the fullest of society, what society think is the fullest.
right.
right. Yeah,
And you get it
You
now
know,
with a
because when
lot of
people
people.
start worrying less about what other people think of them, they'll be a whole lot happier.
yeah, absolutely.
But
Absolutely. You
they
just
A
can't
gotta
do it,
whole
Miss
lot
Millie. For
happier.
some reason, they can't do it, Miss Millie. I don't know what it is,
I don't
but
know
people
why
thinking
either.
they have to be like
Cause
everybody else. If you don't do just like this, I don't eat hot sauce. You know how many times somebody come in this house? I have it here for guests, but I don't eat hot sauce because I have acid reflux real bad.
mm-hmm.
So I don't eat no spicy foods. I don't eat no spicy food whatsoever. But I done lost my black card. Oh, you don't eat hot sauce? I gotta hit it every time. I heard someone I said, God damn, every time I gotta explain to y'all why I don't eat hot sauce. But
and
because
and and,
I don't eat
and why
chitlins,
you don't eat
I don't
hot
eat
sauce?
chitlins,
Why you don't eat hot sauce?
I don't eat chitlins either. You almost got me. You almost got me. But I don't eat chitlins. I don't eat none of that other
I
stuff.
don't eat
I don't
chitlins
eat that stuff.
either.
And
I
people
don't eat
think, oh, you
chitlins
ain't from the
either.
South, you ain't from this. No, I don't eat that stuff. I don't eat real fatty food. I never have. It just don't.
Cause
I don't
my
eat that
thing
stuff.
is and it's crazy because I've heard people say, "Oh, when it comes to being intimate." I don't eat ass, I don't eat ass, but you'll eat a
God
pig
dang!
ass.
God dang! God
Cause that's what
dang!
chitlins is.
Bumbuckard!
If you ever cleaned it, you
Oh,
see the asshole. So
Oh,
that's what you're eating.
I used to
Bumbuckard!
see them
Oh
clean it
Lord!
when I was a kid. I just seen them clean it
Oh
out,
Lord!
like put the water hose and clean them out, and that's
Yeah,
when I first
like
started work. I was
I've
probably
cleaned
about
them.
8 years
That's
old.
what I'm not about to eat them
Yeah, I was
at
about 8 years old
all.
when I found out what chitlins were, and I was like, "Y'all eat that?" Like that came straight. Poop was coming out. That they were just with a water
Exactly.
hose. Y'all just squeezing it out, pushing it out with a water
And,
hose. They
and
just cut it out
depending
the
on
cow.
where the bear come from, you might see the hole in it every now and then. A couple of them.
Bumbuckard!
So
I won't
yeah,
eat it.
like
I don't care. But it's
So
just little
yeah, if
stuff
they say
like
I lost
that
my
that
black card
people,
because I don't eat chitlins, so be it. I'll be
So
the
that's
other man. Cause
Hey,
I'm not
right.
about to eat it.
But
but yeah,
that's a society thing, though. If you don't do what everybody else do, you consider different. If you don't talk like them, you're gonna be different.
But
If you
see,
don't
that's
hang
the
out the same
thing.
places, you're different.
What
Oh, you
is
don't go there,
normal?
right?
What is normal? What is
I like
weird?
MMA. I like MMA and all this stuff. And this dude was something there. He's like, man, don't nobody like that mess. You know, that's a white guy. That's some white people stuff. That nobody don't like that mess. And I'm just sitting there. I'm like, shit, I love the shit. I love when it first came out. Did it a little bit myself. You know, it's a sport.
Yeah.
Ain't no big thing. It's just another sport.
right.
So it's like,
I
but they
bet you
got
he
it looked
watched
at as
I
a
bet
white
you he watched
sport.
WWE wrestling. That
I
fake
bet you
crap.
do too. But they just like classified it and just assume black people don't like it when a lot of people like
Hmm.
it. A lot of black people like that stuff, martial arts and
Yeah.
whatever,
Like
combative
I
stuff
like
like that.
soccer.
I do too. I just watched all of it. I watched
I
the
like
World Cup
tennis.
the other day. I watched
You know,
tennis.
I like stuff like that.
Yeah.
I even like to watch lacrosse.
Oh yeah.
I don't watch lacrosse, but if
That's
I had a kid in
interesting to
school,
me.
I would let him play lacrosse because lacrosse you can get a quick scholarship with playing lacrosse. And flag football, female flag football,
Yeah.
you can get an easy scholarship now playing those two sports.
I was always into the tackling. I
Yeah.
couldn't play.
God
Now they
damn!
got the females. Yeah, they got the female stuff set up now, so they can get scholarship
Yeah.
for that stuff. But a lot of people don't do it because, like I said, it's against the rules of society. You shouldn't be doing this because
Hmm.
we don't do that. Little
Yep.
things like that. So you holding yourself back based on somebody else's, because somebody else made it up and started and spread it. So that's
Yep.
based off a person's opinion. He actually got it out and got it spread, and everybody followed. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That's why I
So
say what
that's
is
why I don't follow him.
weird? What is
Yeah.
normal?
I
Yeah.
Because
used to tell
my
my son all the
normal
time,
is
don't
not
follow the
your
trends.
normal.
Don't get caught up in these trends.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't get
Like
caught up in it. That's just somebody else's opinion that they want you to follow. That's all.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I
I'm
agree
too hard headed
100%.
for that stuff. You can't get me to go that way. I'd rather just cuss you out and keep moving.
Yeah, I'm rebellious. I'm a
Yeah,
Yeah.
rebel
man.
without a cause.
But
I just
you
don't
know
do
what?
it. I just gonna
I'm gonna tell you what's crazy, right? You get labeled as, like you said, Miss Millie, rebellious, right? You go against the grain.
yeah.
You this that. If you have your own
Right.
mind, if you have your own thoughts, if you have
Hmm.
your own ideology, if you have your own program, you don't want to follow the rest of the crowd. You just want to do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you just get
Even the podcast we
outcasted.
do,
You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy.
I'm pretty
Like
Yeah.
sure
you
somebody
can't
said
be
something to you about your
serious.
podcast. I've had people say plenty to me about mine,
Of
because it ain't
course,
gonna
of
change.
course.
It ain't gonna change. I don't know why y'all telling me it ain't gonna change.
No.
Oh, you know what? Hold up, man. It's a little too late, but I just thought about it. Miss Millie's channel is up and running. She got her first video
Yes.
up. I
Oh, on
forgot,
YouTube?
Miss
Yes.
Millie. I forgot,
Oh
yo.
my
Miss
God.
Millie's
Miss Millie's
corner.
corner.
Yeah, Miss Millie's
Oh,
corner
Miss
is
Millie
up
Corn. You
and
sound like you be making
popping.
some lemonade or some shit. They don't know you're gonna be on there talking about weenies and drinking Boom Farm
She
and
got
all
her
this other.
first. She got her first video up. So, Miss Millie, I'm sorry. Listen, from now on, when I bring y'all on, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got, you know what I'm saying, to promote, you know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying, on
gotta
y'all
put your page out there
platform.
for
You know
people
what I'm
to get
saying?
it.
But yeah, absolutely. So I wanted to say that. But yeah, everybody has, and nobody should really feel pressured to, you know, e- everybody's journey
So
ain't everybody else's journey. You taking this walk on your own. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
right,
even if you follow other people's way of living, ultimately, if that's not your way, you're not going to feel content inside. I know people who have gone into the family business. I know people who have gone and, you know what I'm saying, become, you know, doctors, lawyers, just things of that nature, but they can't stand it. And it's simply because,
right.
well, my grandfather was of this, my father was of this, you know what I'm saying? I'm a third generation, blah, 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 but
Yeah,
I can't stand it. This is not what I want to do. I want,
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? You have people who have businesses and they say I want to leave it to my kid, and the kid don't want nothing to
The
do with
kid
it,
don't
and
want it.
now
Yeah,
they feel some type of way to the kid, like I'm handing this down to. I
Mhm.
don't. It's not me. I don't want it. You know what I mean? But you have so many people out here who are living, I'm going to say, a double life. They're living lives that they
oh
really
yeah,
don't want to live.
yeah,
You know, it's one way
Yeah.
in front of society, in front of their parents and things of that nature. And then when they go home at night, it's just like they really
yeah.
want to get out of that life. And it's just like, so yeah, I just wanted to
Would
say
you?
that, man.
Yeah, with you saying about the job thing is kind of weird. You said that because I had brought that up to some ladies that were talking about leaving stuff to the kids and all this and that.
Mhm.
And and I was explaining to them, I said, well, this is the thing. You guys create these, big or small, mid a business, whatever. You want to call yourself an entrepreneur. Your kid may not want to do that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And so you thinking you leaving him something or her something, but really, if it's nothing that kid has an interest in, you making him come there and work every day. But that kid is talking about, I want to go and do blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. You need to listen to what the kid is saying because that kid is not going to stick around. He might stick around longest until he's on his own and he's going to dip up out of there.
Mhm.
He don't want to do this. He don't work at no hair shop. He don't want to work at no barber shop. I don't want to do that. That's your thing. I don't want to
Yeah.
do that. Even though it's a business, yeah, but I don't want to cut hair. Dad, I don't want to cut hair. I want to go and work this, be an engineer. Let's say that. I want to be an engineer. Okay. You gotta let him flow with it. You can't, it doesn't work all the time. Like you said, he'll be there being a barber. It's like, damn, I only got all this education. Now I'm sitting here cutting hair. You know, can't wait for pops to pass so I can sell this thing and get up out of here. That's what they
Yep.
do.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
They do the houses, like people leaving people houses and stuff. They wouldn't even
Mhm,
pay the taxes on the house.
mhm.
And let the house get
Yep.
taken over by the state. You know,
Yeah,
they don't know. They don't care. They don't want
mhm,
this. And
yeah,
they have to look at that. Just because society telling you need to leave your kids this and this, you better leave them something that's tangible, something they can use, versus
yeah,
I'm gonna lead them to business and they're like, I don't want this, and sell
yeah.
everything out your store as soon as you pass.
Yeah, you
You know,
definitely can't
it's,
get you definitely can't get caught up in that, y'all.
no,
You got to
no,
live your life, man. You got to, follow or make your path, right? Not follow somebody else's path, but make your path. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying?
got to create your
And
own thing.
you have to be okay with it. Let me tell you something, man. When it comes to regrets, and then I'm gonna cut this short, right? When it comes to regrets, the biggest regret, right, or the hardest regret to live with is the regret of not doing something that you wanted to do versus the regret
Exactly.
of
Mhm.
doing what you wanted to do and it didn't work out. I would much rather have the regret of doing it my way and it don't work out because at
Right.
least
They're
I'll
not even
never
doing
have
it.
to worry about what if. You know what I'm saying? That what
Yep.
if, just
Yep.
what if I would have did this or what if I would have did that? That is not a way to go. You know what I'm saying? I'm okay with, yo, I tried that and it didn't work. You know what I mean? Because I can
Right.
either try it again or I can say, yo, I tried it and I didn't like it. So cool. Now I can pivot and go another direction. But to just be sitting there like, what if I would have just took this? I had an opportunity and I didn't because they told me not to do it. They told me it was too risky.
Right.
Or I had a chance that I could have traveled here and did, whatever it is, but I didn't do it because they said, nah, not to do it. It just that what if, man, listen.
And I get it with the military all the time. People always tell me, I wish I'd have did. I wish I had did it. And I had a lot of young kids who wanted to do it, and they family members talked them out of doing
Mm,
it. And then they end up working at fast food restaurants and stuff like that.
mm,
And I'm
mm,
sitting there like, wow. So you didn't want them to go because you had a fear. but you'll rather them work this job and be unhappy. They sitting there looking unhappy, so I don't know what, because they didn't go to college. They were just going, I'm going to go into the military. That was their dream. The family talked them out of it. Now they out there working at a fast food and slinging in the streets, doing stupid stuff. But
Yeah.
when you see them, they be like, man, I wish I would have gone. I wish I would have
Mhm.
just went ahead and, and did with it. I get older ones tell me all the time, they wish they would just went ahead. Even when I got ready to go, people, I would say, try to attack. Oh, I wouldn't do that. Man, you stupid for doing this and this. You this and this, but you didn't understand what my situation was. You know, I know what I need to do. I don't know what
Mhm.
y'all want to do, but
Yeah.
I didn't have no family members to talk me out because I ain't tell nobody. Nobody knew I
Mhm.
was leaving till 2 weeks before I left.
Mhm.
So with a little bit of friends that knew, that's what I got from them when I told them. So I just like, all right, and I just took off. But
Yeah.
now they still in the streets hanging out, doing whatever. And I'm chilling. Like my friends say, man, it's all about, making the right decisions,
Yeah.
and that's what it
Absolutely.
is. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What's best for you, not for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, y'all. So y'all gotta you know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta follow, y'all gotta make your path and be okay
Yeah.
with it, whichever way it turns out. You know what I'm saying? And that be that. But look, man, Miss Millie done turned the lights out on us. You know what I mean? Miss Millie done turned the
Pay no,
lights out
she
on
ain't
us. You
paying no
know what I
electric bill. That
mean?
damn car
Ooh,
ain't gonna
shit.
start tomorrow. Hey, she been sitting there with that light on for 2 hours. That car ain't gonna start up. You better get your
So
office.
all
You a
right, so
setup.
look, check this out, man. I appreciate y'all for taking that time out to hop on this stream with me, to everybody in the chat. Listen, I'm not at the point right now where I got the chat coming up and pulling up the chat or whatever and all of that, but don't worry, I'm gonna work on that. Miss Millie will tell y'all I did have a whole debacle. But listen, Miss Millie was so nice. She was like, don't worry. You're gonna get it, I was like, man, this is all right. Man, I don't feel no pressure or nothing. Miss Millie, I'm sorry. I
Miss
don't
Millie,
know
I ain't gonna
why
tell
this.
him that shit.
Listen,
I ain't
Miss
gonna
Millie was
Miss Millie,
just
I ain't gonna
like,
tell him. I'm not gonna
it's
tell him that.
okay. She said, you want me to go back out and come back in? I was like, yeah, do it one more time. I know you done did it 9 times already. Just do it this one last time. This is gonna be it. I'm telling you, Miss Millie. I'm telling you. So, Miss
Miss
Millie, I
Millie, I just be
appreciate you.
telling him, man, this shit there.
Yo,
Ugh.
I mean, I don't know. I really, at the end of the day, I don't know what it was, man. But it is what it is. I got it working, and with that being said, I had no problems bringing you in. Hold on, I ain't had no problems bringing you in. All right,
Yeah, you going the right way.
I brought him in like bada boom, bada bing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Shout out to
and
me.
you
Yeah, I
been
was surprised.
maneuvering with no problem. I
You
see
know
you
what
I
I'm
was
over
saying?
surprised.
there.
I was surprised.
I was over there
Hey,
trying to
man,
figure it
Yeah,
out,
brought the
man. You
video
know what I'm
in and
saying?
now
I'm
he
telling
still
you,
kept
man.
us on the
I had my
screen.
little box. I gave you some hand claps for real.
Listen,
Yeah.
if at first you don't succeed, try again. At the end of the day, that's it. You know what I mean? So with that being said, man, anybody got something that they want to say before we close out?
I'm good, man.
I'm
Appreciate you
good.
bringing me in.
All right,
Yeah,
that's what's up.
appreciate it.
That's what's up. I had a good time, man. And I'm working on another topic for another live stream. And until then, I catch y'all later. Y'all be good. Peace. And let me see if I can
Peace.
get us
Peace.
out of here. Let me see.